We appreciate you joining us for this lovely story. We'll give a quick shout out to the Forge, the hosting service we have for our Foundry server. We appreciate them. If you need hosting of Foundry, check out the Forge. Without further ado, let's check in our lovely compatriots and see what's going on. First, head on the chopping block, Azrael. What's up?
You mean Mr. Inkwell? You mean Mr. Inkwell, right?
Yes, Mr. Blackwell.
Pretty good. I enjoyed our first session of Kingmaker with Matt. I hope he's doing better. I know he's not feeling too well, so just want to let him know that we're all thinking about him. Yeah, no, it's been a week of zombie killing watching zombie killing with mixed nuts. And did we do Rogue Trader? We did Rogue Trader on Tuesday, right?
We did it on Tuesday.
Yeah, that was fun. It was an interesting battle so far. I feel like I'm really close to finishing Midnight Suns. I've got almost 120 hours into it, and I'm like, I love this game, but can it fucking end, please? I have other games that I want to play, damn it. And the problem is that, like, the encounters when you get there, and like, you have the option of restarting if you think you're gonna fail, and so like you restart, and some things are random. I don't know that the card pulls are as random as I thought they were. I think they pull in a certain order because I keep, like, when I restarted an encounter and
it's semi-random.
I actually think that they're all like the deck is set a certain way, like, so.
Interesting.
So
Probably
some encounters are multiple, like you have missions that have one encounter followed by another encounter immediately followed by a third encounter, and I would get past the first encounter, and the difficulty I'm playing on, you only get one revive. Some difficulties you get 2 and 3. The one I'm playing on right now, you get 1. I would use the revive in the first encounter, and I'd get to the second encounter, I'd be screwed because I'd get to a certain point where I've only got one person fighting. So I would restart the encounter, and it would go back to the start of the second encounter instead of starting the whole thing. Well, you have the option of restarting the whole mission, and so I think that it shuffles the deck at the start of the mission, and then that deck carries forward through everything. I don't know how Firaxis did it, but I think that it's not random. I think it's just the way the deck is laid out at the start of the mission. So
I see.
What I would do is I would restart the mission altogether, and it would give me different cards at the start. So
semi-random. I think they do shuffle it at the beginning, like when you're loading in.
Yeah. Like, I haven't had to save scum it to where I don't have the cards that I want, I'm gonna restart again. I don't have the cards that I want, restart. I haven't done that. Like, I've actually tried to finish the whole thing, and then if I failed, then I would restart. But that seems to be a lot of where my time investment has come. That and exploring the whole Abbey grounds, because I've basically finished all the mysteries. I finished all the mysteries halfway through the second chapter, and there's 3 or 4 chapters. So, yeah, it's a deep, interesting, time-consuming game for those that are interested in that particular type. XCOM with Marvel characters
and cards instead of standard gear.
Yeah. There's the card mechanics are fun. I like the card mechanics.
All right, well, cool. Malkov, anything for you?
Just about finished with season 1 of Skull and Bones. Got one thing left on the season track.
Nice.
Just picked up Deep Rock Survivors. That's a really good game. If you like those Survivor games, it's a really good one. Other
it's
than
in,
that,
it's
looking
pretty good.
forward to next Wednesday.
Cool. Sounds great, man. Mix Nuss.
Hello.
You
For me,
survived.
it's been the standard zombie smashing for as always. I've kind of reached the point where I've actually managed to make it into town, and I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to set up a forward operating base in the town, because it's a 3-hour walk / run in and out of town each time, and trying to find someplace safe enough that close to where the zombie population is now has been a challenge. The other buddy of mine who's actually running the same exact challenge as the one who came up with it in the first place basically went off. There's a dock that's out into the river that you can set up a base on, but to do so safely, you have to have a high enough carpentry to be able to build stairs.
Yep.
Because if you are on the first floor, the corpses that are close to your base still count towards corpse sickness, and you'll die in your sleep from fucking basically just being too close to that many corpses. If you build up to the second floor, the way that the game functions, the second floor doesn't count the corpses unless they were also up on that same second tiered floor with you.
Right.
So, I mean, you can have a pile of 10,000 of them just, 15 tiles away. As long as they're on the first tier, it's not a big deal while you're up on the second tier. You won't even notice.
Yeah.
But if I can't build stairs, I can't get up to that second tier, so I can't do that. He lucked out on his playthrough to get a couple of carpentry books earlier on. I didn't.
Yep.
So now I'm basically spending my time running into town, killing all the zombies that I can in an area, ripping stuff apart, trying to get carpentry experience to the point where I can do that. Like I've spent the last full day of my playthrough today was wandering around ripping apart the white picket fence that's around the graveyard, which is getting me nails again finally, so I have other stuff to be able to utilize. But doing carpentry work, I mean, it's combat carpentry, man. I'm tearing something apart. Oh shit, there's a zombie. Throw this shit in my bag, whip out a spear, and have to fight them immediately. And if you don't fast forward time in that game while you're doing carpentry work,
Takes forever.
It is so slow. So slow.
Yeah.
Not worth doing.
It's probably not worth watching either.
No, I mean I'm watching a little green bar fill up very slowly while the guy goes like this with a hammer over and over again.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to watch it. I want to fast forward through it myself. But I also don't want my ass eaten by a zombie because I'm fast forwarding and the thing runs up on me at hyper speed at that point.
Right.
Either.
So which one you want to do?
Well, the other thing that I've kind of made the full determination on is that from here on out, there's going to be at least one day of the week where I am just streaming whatever the hell it is I feel like playing. Whether if I want to play Zero Sievert, I'm going to play that. If I want to play Civilization, I'm going to play that. If I want to continue on with my own Rogue Trader playthrough that I haven't been messing with at all, I'm going to do that. I need at least one day of the week that I'm going to do whatever the fuck I feel like.
Try Age of Wonders 4.
Age of Wonders 4 is one that I thought about as well too. I'm also thinking about doing a playthrough of Darkwood. Darkwood is the same kind of isometric top-down, but it's a puzzle horror game. I mean, it does have some combat elements to it, but I will say the game is very well done to be particularly creepy. It really is. So that's one that I'm considering doing that I want to do for that. But I don't actually own Bolt Gun. But there's a number of different other things that I could choose to play. The whole point is that I want to be able to have a choice to play something else rather than just Zomboid all the time. I mean, because to be honest, if I'm not streaming and I'm sitting in front of my computer anymore, I'm writing on something, or I'm playing one of these TTRPGs with you guys. So I mean, it basically has severely limited. I've got probably 50 or 60 different games in my Steam library that I've touched for 10, 20 minutes total each. in the last year, and it's like, no, I want to actually play these. So I
Yeah,
mean, if it
definitely
means
do that.
if
Do
it
a
means
day
one
or
day a
two.
week,
I would actually even suggest maybe even going 2 or 3 days with picking
it all
some.
depends on how much fun I'm actually having with whatever game
Yeah.
that I'm going to do, and whether or not the people that I got in my community show up to watch. I mean, there are people that are showing up in my community to hang out with me, and then there are people that are showing up in my community to watch me play Zomboid specifically.
Right.
And and that's two separate groups, and it's not that big of a deal
Yeah.
if I don't have one all the time. I'm just, trying to cater at least a little bit to the audience that I've got at hand.
Yeah,
Just
and I'm
part of
not
what
saying
you-
to abandon Zomboid, because, that would
No,
be...
I'm not going to, because I still enjoy Zomboid. I
Silly.
just want to be able to have progress. And one of the
Right.
major reasons why this week I didn't do that was because I had progress. I actually was able to get into town and do some shit.
Yep.
But other than that, that's pretty much what's going on with me. My wife did her first couple of art streams. She did one last weekend. Did one this morning. She'll be on there again tomorrow morning. I'm not exactly sure what time, but early.
Cool.
So,
Well, cool.
but yeah.
Well,
that's
I actually wanted to mention something to you guys. Matt and I tried our hand at Life is Feudal Your Own on Thursday. And that was an interesting experience because neither of us have ever played it.
I'd never even seen it before you and him played it that point. I
Okay.
never looked at it at all.
I
So
followed it during development. It never got finished.
If you guys are interested and he can fix his problems,
Cycle.
you guys are...
Well, it's supposed to be an MMO,
It was,
Yeah.
but then they just stopped production and just said, it's a single player game now.
Okay. Well, with options, but I'd mention it to you guys if you're interested. Around 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. 8 a.m. Central, Eastern.
That's really early.
Well, I mean, she's normally at work, probably central as far as that goes. She's normally at work at 6 o'clock in the morning. So for her, that's, I've already had an extra hour of sleep and an hour
I
of
was gonna
prep.
say she's an early bird.
Oh, no, she's not an early bird. It's just that's what the schedule she has to be on is.
In order for him to be able to stream and do his stuff too, so I'm not encroaching on his time.
There you go. If you like art streams, you can check her out.
My tab stays open.
Yep.
And we appreciate that, Ezreal.
Wheel. Are you gents ready for this?
Let's kill these last fuckers and
Are you
What are you talking
ready
about?
for
I mean,
this?
I could go back to the whole method of Harlan.
Put on the onesie.
some of us are still alive.
RP Harlan.
Nope, I stayed in it long enough as far as that goes with the remainder of the game that I was at to hit my 2 hours.
All right, who wants to recap last time?
I know they've got a watch list.
Don't mind me.
We shot at lots of stuff. Lots of us shot at us. We made it into the actual engine. Finally.
Grenades, flash
back-
grenades,
The back canister, back compartment of it anyway.
Yeah.
shitty ass max tack.
Well, no, two of us are in the front compartment. Zid and I are in the front compartment.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've made it to the engine. We fought off the people that were there. We had Zid and the first of the very actually effective sleep grenades. Prior to this, when we used them, they just weren't all that useful. This time, I'm sorry, Diamond X, but you couldn't roll for balls last week.
Oh,
It was bad.
Feelings.
And it's okay. You guys have had days where you guys roll like crap, so I just roll with it and be like, all right,
You mean
it's
like
gonna
the
be like
day
that.
You mean like the
It's all
day
good.
that Zid crit failed and killed Blackstone? You
Yeah,
mean
that was one of them. The crashing of the cars for Blackstone.
fucking asshole.
Stitcher.
Yeah.
We didn't technically kill you. You died because you failed your death save.
Rub it in. Rub it in.
Hold on.
Rub it in. Rub it
Hey,
in.
that's actually a use for the table salt in my house now. Hold on. Sorry, couldn't help it. It's too easy.
It's fine.
It's all good.
That's your softball pitch. There you go. Anyway,
All right.
we shot a lot. We threw grenades. Happens.
So unfortunately, we couldn't quite finish the combat because life. And it was
We were
late.
a full hour late anyway, later
Yeah.
than normal anyway last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was just a lot. And so,
Yeah.
yeah.
Stitcher almost died. Stitcher also almost died.
You did. You
Yeah,
did.
he's
Stitcher almost
sitting
died.
over there seriously wounded. Just like Zid.
So-
Zid's what? Zid's seriously wounded as
Zid has 1 health point right now. So if you guys don't keep Zid alive,
well. Yeah. Oh.
It'll be interesting.
Zid's not doing his. Is Zid still doing his net run?
he hasn't started his net run yet. He was about to do that.
Okay.
But yes, that is a thing. That if you guys want to continue the net run, we can do that. Otherwise, we can do a flashback, and he can do that next time.
Sure.
Either
Which
or,
way would you
whichever
guys rather?
Next time's fine.
Next time's fine with me. We'll leave that for Zid to do.
Yep.
Okay.
Unless, of course, that's the only way we can shut off the engine on the train. And if it is, then we're going to have to do it.
Well,
That's probably one way. But
we'll see.
see what happens.
No,
Okay.
there's. I have ways I can make it work depending on what happens. I just want to get your guys' input. So.
Yeah, let's just save it for a flashback.
Okay. Let us get over to that side. So you guys have been at this combat train for a very long time. Out of game.
It's only been like an
In
hour.
game, it's been a half hour.
30 minutes? Yeah, I was gonna say 30 minutes.
Yeah, something
Well,
like
it
that.
doesn't count the exploration. The exploration probably extends it to an hour.
Well, I'm saying, like, all told, it's probably somewhere around half an hour that you've been on the train. If you want to throw in the time off the train, probably about half an hour. So,
Getting on and off the train, having to reboard the train
Yeah.
twice. Yeah, you're definitely talking probably about. I would say overall 45 minutes to an hour max.
yeah, that's what I was saying. I was thinking about half an hour for the off the train and about half an hour on the train.
Sure.
So, yeah, it's not been that long, but it's been very long. So, without further ado, the combat tracker's not loaded for me now because I switched scenes apparently. Let me just quickly refresh.
I hope the max tech guys aren't going first. 'Cause-
Oh, they
no,
do.
They should go first because we finished the one roll.
That's okay. They get to go first, and they're all just gonna empty their clips on you, and you know,
Well, they're both grabbed.
we'll end the
They're both
campaign
grabbed
there with
by,
everyone dead.
They're both grabbed by not an ogre.
Hey, keep in mind, I've had many a campaign that's how shit ended.
I hope it
Everybody
doesn't,
dies.
But it's a legitimate concern, especially in a game like this.
Uh-huh.
So, first up is the guy in the front, and he's gonna do something up there.
Right.
He's gonna slam the brakes on full bore.
Nope. In fact, the train actually goes a little faster.
Find ourselves in the same old mess, stabbing zombies in the face.
Harlan, are you gonna do Zid?
All right, this
Yeah,
guy
I can
is
handle it.
here.
From what I remember,
Flip a
we
coin.
ended up with ogre having both, or not an ogre
Yeah.
having both of those in hand.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did have both in his hands. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, like when I'm looking at like the interface, like the connection, like he's connected to both.
Kind of
Yeah.
reminds-
Brawl for me, you scrawny one. Stupid, let me go, stupid.
Okay, that's not gonna help.
Well, he'll let him go in several pieces.
Oh yeah. I fully support food
Yep.
independence. Plant a small garden. Raise some rabbits.
It's a good thing that's all he gets to do,
Good
though.
idea. I need to hook another belt to my another weapon.
He's gonna run over there and get his weapon ready to take a shot because he doesn't feel like getting close to that guy for some reason. Stitcher?
I think the Stitcher should hit the guy that's next to boss with his gun.
Okay.
To
Where are you all coming from?
Is he had
Who's sleep?
seriously wounded? Okay, so you could probably take him out.
assuming that he hits and
Yes,
does
assuming he
decent
hits
damage.
correct. I mean, it's
Let's hope he misses so he can hit boss instead. That would be a fun way to
He
end
did
the.
not. He
That'd
did
be
not, he did
hilarious.
not miss. He hit him.
Yeah.
I clicked. Did not mean to click hit attack again. Meant to roll damage.
You apparently rolled the exact same thing, so go for it.
You did.
You can roll the blood drop for damage there. Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Ooh, boy.
Crit damage.
God. Fuck.
Dead guy. So that was 1, 2,
Like water most places, so if you're
3.
Another dismemberment.
I need you to roll an
Yay.
evasion, boss.
Great. And there. Did I evade?
You beat
Got an
Stitcher's
18.
initial shot.
Just barely.
Great.
You dodge as this hand comes flying at you and splats the
Right.
wall right next to you.
Yay.
Nothing quite like being slapped by a dismembered hand.
But
That's possible.
unfortunately,
Humanity lost there.
is about to have happened.
unfortunately, the splat on the wall sends some blood flying onto boss's mirror shades,
Yep.
and he does a little
my last knife.
uh,
I got a hammer. Never mind.
he flicks it onto the floor.
Stitcher's going to move to there, finish his move to there, and seek cover.
Okay.
Also, eat just all of the cereal.
Okay. Right.
Trying to stop people from keeping bees.
So that would mean it is boss's turn.
Out, we desperately need to stay alive.
So let's see if I
Boss
stay
goes.
here.
They're trying to stop
Let's see how much it is for. Oh, it's only a D13. I will take. I will.
Grab. So we get you guys that are loose.
Yeah, that guy's still grabbed.
Okay.
Canada might be in the same
Is there a problem with me going after that guy?
If you shoot and kill
yeah,
that,
but there's
it's-
two other people that aren't grabbed that are free to shoot at us.
Yeah, but they can't see me.
It's just as
So
easy
I'm-
for you to step out and step back, man. Keep that in mind.
You can move before and after your attack.
Fine. Okay.
Plus,
Keep
keep
tactics
in
and
mind.
not get wiped.
more crow money.
Plus, and keep in mind, if you do a significant enough damage to the other one, then Ogre might be able to kill both of them simply by throwing one into the other.
D15. What's my move? My move is
Which is always a funny move, right?
2, 3.
Corpse missile.
Still 15, so I will.
There's no point staying right there. Yeah.
I will target that one. And come on. Not aiming. One
21.
That's gonna hit.
damage.
Bam.
Nice. Let's do it again. This is armor bladed.
Yeah, it hit.
Again. Not bad. Armor probably bladed again. Yep. Double ablation. Sweet.
Hmm.
Step back in here, back into cover. And I'm done. Sorry, Hiram,
Or
what you got?
Hiram. Not Harlan, Hiram.
Yeah, Hiram. Hiram. Or Hiram, however, I don't care.
And they kept pouring out.
1, 2,
It's just gonna be a running joke for the entire campaign. Like, how do you say your actual name, dude?
4. What is his move?
I think it's.
And he always responds with, got it.
5. His is 5.
Oh Christ! Never mind.
Yeah.
He's gonna move to there.
Yeah, he's...
Target him.
There's pre-builts like that aren't really built for, you know, to be primary characters. 19. Nice.
I don't know if that hit. Hold on.
Depends on who
You're
you
using a
pick.
pistol, right?
Yeah, it's okay. It's DV-15.
Very nice. That's like probably like the one of the best ones without getting a crit.
Boom.
More ablation.
And if he can, he's going to seek cover where he's standing.
Okay. It's going to be a little tricky, but we'll give him partial anyway, which doesn't exist. Zid. What is Zid going to do?
I would recommend he hits the same guy that
What if
the other team
those
just
of
hit,
us who don't get a
just to
neural
take him
link
out.
were just unregistered
I don't see a problem with that.
elbows?
But I understand if
No
Zid would do
registration
something different.
brain chip. I don't want my brain chip, Dad.
Actually, you know what?
Uncle
I'm
said
going to
no.
take him and have him move there and seek cover behind the pipe, and he's doing his net run that he said he was considering doing.
Yeah, because that's what he said he was going to do at the end of the last session.
Yep.
Are they mandatory?
No.
Yep, and he's within range. So he's going to take cover there behind Ogre and the pipe there
Jack in.
and Jack in, which means he's kind of vulnerable. But,
I mean, he's vulnerable anyway. He's sitting there with 1 HP.
yep,
Now he's doubly vulnerable.
he who shall not be named, you're up.
I'm going to equip the guy I'm grappling as a human shield,
Okay.
and I'm going to position myself to block Zid from the other two.
Oh, that would absolutely make him be in cover. I'm going to swing him to this side just to show that you kind of are using him as a block.
Yeah, and then
Which
I'm
also
kinda
means
standing
you're
like
in cover.
That's here-ish, kind of to block both of them. I mean, I'd be like this, like halfway.
Yeah.
Could go of it as
Yeah.
turbo mountains.
And it's fine if you're there. I was basically saying you're equipping him
Okay.
as a human shield. It'd be more like he's here,
Yeah, like that. Yeah,
but I don't, you know, I was leaving him in the full square instead of
that's my
manually
full
moving
action.
him to the other.
Let me just
But yeah.
there's D&D
Yep.
code off.
That is actually
Also-
not a bad action.
It is
Right.
negative
Boss takes note of this.
9 degrees. Almost. Oh, there it is.
He's being a very good bodyguard.
Mhm.
All right. We'll have to make sure we give a note to Matt that transpired, so he's aware, so he can have Zed
That might
act
make him
appropriately.
be a little bit less scared.
That's why I'm saying he needs to know. Wait, this guy is defending me with his own life.
You will not be microchipped.
And the other guy's life.
Yeah,
Well,
my
yeah,
life
that too.
and somebody else's life. We're going to mainly use him, though, if I can help him.
All right,
Absolutely.
brawling, because he's going to try to get out.
Of course he is. I'm stunned.
I don't think Ogre. I don't think
I don't
Ogre
think that's
can
gonna
fail that.
Oh,
of course
really?
not.
Oh, definitely not gonna feel that. Damn.
And so he's going to just swing a punch at you. Do I not have unarmed on here?
Matrix style.
Because they probably have no skill in it?
Well, they have brawling skill. They just don't have the actual unarmed attack.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you should be able to use the unarmed attack because even if you're holding a melee weapon, you're supposed to, or a ranged weapon, you're supposed to be able to, you know, shotgun
Or
butt
kick.
check someone in
I
the
mean,
face
kick
with it.
at me.
Yeah. headbutt, kick, stomp on someone's instep.
You get to -2, but that's it. And that's no other real penalty.
Hey, that whole stomp on someone's instep, that's the first thing that they teach you if you're having like kids do a self-defense course. That's the first thing that they teach them kids because people don't watch it very much. And even a little kid can stomp down on somebody's instep and bust their fucking foot up.
Yeah. Downloaded your brain chip.
Even if it doesn't hurt, it will like startle them enough to where they might be able to get away.
No, man, injury to the instep of my foot? Ugh, no.
I mean, like if they're in like heavy boots.
We can't hear you if you were talking to us, Dominex.
I was saying it's evade for him, but he doesn't have to take it. Oh, he got hit. Yeah, sorry, wife came in, and then I was like, forgot I was still muted. Thank you for telling me.
I thought that he had the fumble recovery.
Ooh! He kicks you in the spleen, dude.
Oh, it's still a shit. Yeah, that sucks.
Ow!
I'm interested to see the injury. It better not be
I'm gonna re-roll that because that happens all the time, and I can't have.
And I don't care how bad you just punched somebody, as far as that goes. You're not using a weapon unless you are like ludicrously strong. You're not gonna dismember somebody.
No, you're not dismembering. We just said no dismemberment. That I can do. That I can do. Because, you know, if you kick someone's hand and you hit their fingers or something, that works.
It's a good thing I got 3 more.
I'm trying to see like what that does. Like, what does crushed fingers do?
-4 to hand rolls.
Oh, okay.
But like he said, it's a good thing he's got 3 more of them to use.
Yeah, 3 more hands.
Yep.
I think that's that guy's turn.
We saw those briefly last session.
Down on the ground.
You got a very quick glimpse of something.
Oh, I you know what Harlan's got a glimpse of? The inside of his fucking eyelids.
I was gonna say the back of his eyelids. Harlan's not seeing shit.
All right, that guy's gonna hammer away quickly up there on something else, and then he's done, so he won't have to do it anymore because you guys let him finish. That guy is going to take a shot
I will lose it.
at.
I don't want to lose it. Oh shit, I killed it. Damn it, I can't.
He's gonna take it at not an ogre, and unless he crits, he's going to hit his friend.
Not an ogre.
And I'm just ruling that if someone's has a body shield or something and they crit, I can see that punching through, right? But otherwise, no, it's not.
It depends on how much damage they do. If they do more damage than they have hit points.
Oh yeah, no, if they do enough cover, it'll punch through. I'm just saying, like,
You mean like
if you can get like a, 25 to 30 on your to hit roll, I'm gonna home rule that. Okay, you missed the guy being held and you shot the guy's shoulder or something, right?
Yeah. Makes sense.
That's for you guys too.
I would say, as far as that goes, that's the same kind of rules that we done home rule brew for that if they're taking an aimed shot to try to shoot around their buddy.
Yeah.
But you're the DM, not me. So.
Just that sort of a thing where it has to be something special. It's not a standard. Oh, lordy.
Wait,
he shot his buddy. He shot his buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
He shot his buddy.
Yep. It didn't have him selected correctly. Don't worry about it. I got it handled.
No. I was more reacting to the damage roll. What's up?
He blew his friend's arm off. Not an ogre. You just got hit by an arm.
Okay.
You know, from the guy you already took a leg off of.
Just
You know,
body
this
parts.
guy is half the
God,
man
I
he
mean,
used to
there's no way
be.
this guy's functional at this point. I mean,
This guy's name is now Hop Along Slappy.
I'm so close to spewing on my computer.
Man, this guy's not having a good day. A leg and an arm have been removed from him. One by his friend.
Via gunfire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Stitcher.
That was weird.
Stitcher's
Did I
no.
drop?
She's, no?
Okay. Whoa, there it went.
One.
World data. No, the world reboot. I lost.
Oh, man.
I lost connection to
2, 3.
I might have to reorder that roll table because the amount of disembodied, dismembered pieces is
Four.
just...
There we go. Target him.
I would think something like, what was it?
Yeah,
Foreign
boy.
object and stuff like that would be more common than, you know,
Yeah.
removing appendages.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So I think we need to move them around so that they're at the ends of the spectrum. And foreign object probably should be like the most common.
yeah, it should be like the 7.
collapse
Yeah.
lung or
That's what I'm thinking. But I wanted to get your guys'
broken-
feedback too.
Oh, yeah. no,
broken foot.
Like stacked, the more severe at the ends of the bell curve.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
And
Like the
Stitcher's gonna use
full-blown removal,
the remainder of his movement
like-
to move back there.
Yeah.
they should be on the ends. And then
And
Yeah.
cover.
like torn muscle, foreign object,
Yeah, stuff like that.
crushed fingers or
That's more
collapsed
common.
lung. Those would be more common
Yeah.
towards the center. Yeah. All right. Then I'll look to do that
Sure.
when I get a chance. Boss?
Yep. Oh wait. Hang on. Let me measure. Oh no. What am I doing? There we go. That's what I want.
Actually get the chili out. Make me have it slightly right.
15. They're both 15, so I'll just.
Yeah, shoot the free dude.
I am. I'm gonna shoot the guy at the bottom.
I want to see Not an Ogre decide to throw Hop Along at the driver just to see how the guy reacts when he looks down to see an arm and a leg missing off the
Yeah.
tile that just hit it.
Yeah.
Well, there could be part of the reason he ran up to the front.
Balls. No, I'm out of ammo. So I gotta reload.
I got all these metal
Yeah,
pipes.
you're out of ammo.
Yeah. So reloading is the entire thing, right?
It's an action.
It's going to take up your shot action no matter what.
Okay, that's fine.
Even if the gun has a rate of fire
Fine.
too, it doesn't
Alright,
matter because
I figured.
Yep.
Stitcher's
It's
out.
a reload action.
Yeah, Stitcher is going to have to take the reload action next round anyway.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, Hiram,
Oh, don't
Although
forget to up your lockback. Sorry.
oh yeah, good call. Luck refresh. And I didn't do XP for last time because I figured I'd lump it into this one when you guys are actually done with
Yeah, that's all good.
it.
Hold on. Does Hiram still have bullets in his gun? Yes. 1, 2.
Yeah, that's all that's supposed to be.
Here.
Should be what? That should be a 15, right?
Target. This guy, yeah, that's a 15.
Okay.
Motherfuckers start dropping
Hmm.
zombies.
Very
Bam.
good.
How you doing, Jake?
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Good to have you, dude.
Hiram, you are an
Yes,
assassin.
sir.
Fucking good to have you. How goes
that
the
one's dead.
Boss looks at boss sees what he just did, and boss compliments him on his exceptional gunplay.
3,
Coming up on 30.
5, and take cover behind the pipe.
Yep.
That guy's not doing so good.
Zed's still doing his nat run.
I'm thinking
the,
it's going to take him 2 to 4 rounds.
Do I need to keep up with the compliments, or are you okay doing that?
With
Considering
with
I
the
have to
compliments.
Alright, I'm going to target that guy at the front and throw this guy at him.
We're a
So-
little bit on the struggle bus. I dove a little deep into my zombie pile here.
helping, or I'm like talking to.
I grabbed
Shit, there it went again. What the fuck? Did I time out for a minute?
You're having internet issues.
Now we're
It seems like Azrael.
Right. Yeah, it's probably him. It sucks. I don't have any.
That hit. So I believe it does your. Yep.
Oh, it does body,
Oh.
that's right. Yeah, it's a person, because it's not a weapon. Yeah, it does 14 instead.
It what? Does 14 to the guy you
It does
throw,
body
right?
Instead, to both targets.
Oh, to both targets. Okay.
Yeah.
And your body stat is 14, so it does 14 damage to them.
Yeah,
And ignores armor, right?
and that's pretty much
Yep.
all I do all the time. And so my nimble goes up pretty quick.
So
God.
he crumples down dead after you've hit the other guy with him.
Guy though.
And then run over, and with my second action,
Dude, gymnast helps a
or
lot.
rate of fire 2, I'm going to punch him.
Okay.
Oh, no, wait, never mind. Throwing is rate of fire 1, right?
Very strong build.
Yeah.
I think it is a throw action.
Yeah, alright, so I'll just run up on him.
Okay. So his turn, he turns around
My murder
and he's like,
build.
train's not stopping as long as you're on it.
My favorite class to run in cryogenic winter because I need
And it's going faster. You notice he
Okay.
has a piece of the
Okay.
control in his hand and he drops it on the floor.
building the building and hide
The what?
He has
Control.
one of the control pieces, like a control. He just dropped it on the floor. He just busted the control, so the train cannot stop, and it's going faster and picking up speed.
big fucking win. What do you mean free knives? I heard
Okay.
I paid for all these knives with violence.
Whatever hole he made in the console, not an ogre, put him in that.
I don't think they have servitors to pilot vehicles in this world.
I mean, there's lots of empty spaces in there. A liquid fits just fine.
Oh, man.
Tear off arms, plug them in, see if they work.
Stitcher.
Change.
Yeah, it's up to you guys what you want to do. He basically is saying that if you leave, he'll find a way to stop it, but you have to keep him alive, or the train's not going to stop. It's going to get faster and faster and faster until it can't, and it's going to wreck with you in it.
I'm going to trust that Zed can get us out of this.
Or Hiram, maybe.
Looking for an area with no corpses.
Hiram's a driver.
Yeah, he might have the tech,
At least some of these corpses are just spawning now.
but that's way beyond me.
Stitcher.
So it's Stitcher's turn. Stitcher's going to
I have
reload.
a 4 in land vehicle tech.
I have an 8. Well, Hiram has an 8.
Have this discussion. Whoever makes this game's not an American. They don't understand Kentucky, especially in the 90s.
Wow, it's a full action to reload 5 bullets. It doesn't reload the full fucking complement.
Every fucking way.
Depends on the gun.
Yeah, the Militech Boomer Buster is a 5 of 8 with a reload action.
Oh, jeez.
Really?
Is it a revolver?
Wait, no. I think that, like... you
Or are you just out of
would-
bullets?
I think you just had... I think you're out of bullets.
Let's take a look.
Very heavy pistol ammo. You don't have very heavy pistol ammo. That's all you had left for ammo.
That was all he had left. Okay, so that's fine.
So
then.
that's why.
I was wondering. I was like, what? That doesn't
Yep,
make sense.
that's why I looked. You're good. That's why I looked, because it shouldn't. And it only reloaded 5 because that's all he had remaining.
So, Hiram's drive land vehicle is 4 19, and his land vehicle tech is 8. I feel like he probably is okay
Boss?
with a better try.
Well, I mean, he can try in his turn.
Yeah.
But it's boss's turn right now.
It is boss's turn right now, and boss is gonna boss it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Let's see what I want to do.
Why don't you give that scumbag an order to fix it, or he's going to have parts pulled
That's what
off of him.
I'm looking at that right now. I'm gonna persuade him to reconsider his position.
Okay.
First, should I roll first or should I RP first?
RP the first bit of it,
Yeah.
and then we'll roll, and then you can RP whether you blunder or succeed.
Friend, I see what you've done, and I think that was not the best idea. That's not what I would have done. I probably would have negotiated from a. You have a very good negotiation position, but now that you've done that, you can clearly see what it's done to our very large friend over there that has basically torn your compatriots limb from limb and is now staring at you, wanting to do the same to you. So I would reevaluate my thought process and try and fix the train, unless you want to be torn limb from our friend here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and roll.
Not bad. He seems like he's considering it. We'll see what he does.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a headache with those feeble-minded fuckers.
Hiram?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Hiram's going to 2, 3, 4. That's as far as he can move.
He can offer to assist.
And he will say aloud, man, I'll help you put it back together. But they can't put you back together once he rips you to pieces. That's not possible.
Zid. And then...
And I just like, yeah, he's what he said.
Zid's going to continue his net run.
Yep. Malkoff?
Yeah, I'm just gonna yell, "You fix now!" Just like loom over him.
Doors probably aren't even on the hinges,
Okay.
to be honest.
But if I fix it, what guarantee do I have you're not going to kill me? You guys left and you chose to come back just to kill us all off. So what guarantee do I have that you're not just going to kill me anyways if I fix it?
Sketchy, but we gotta watch.
We'll slide into loose initiative.
I want that Bob list in my seat.
If I offer to pay you a small sum, will that be help? Would that help?
Oh yeah, because money will help me when I'm dead.
1, 2,
Yes, what guarantee he
4,
has that you're not just going to
5,
kill him after he fixes it?
7, 8.
Well, I mean,
Stitcher's
you can't
gonna-
spend the money.
Stitcher's going to move right up there on him and stabilize him.
Okay, roll medicine check. He is lightly wounded, so it's a 15. No.
My
15 was for hire. I
my
think
doctor
it's
friend
a
here
third.
is going to give you medical attention to ensure that you do not die. Please evaluate that as part of our accord.
A roll first aid instead of paramedic.
It's 10.
Oh boy.
10 for lightly.
I would
13
say
for seriously. 15 for mortally.
24 is
Yeah,
fine.
he's stabilized.
Oh,
And Stitcher's going to look at him and says, do you think I would waste my time and then let them rip you to pieces? You're going to have to just leave once the train is done. And you make sure the rest of your buddies know that this isn't going to happen again. But we'll let you live. You can be a messenger.
Now, obviously, what he said is true. Now, we can't control what the people that you deliver said message to do, but that is up to you. We will not harm you.
Oh God.
We all want to live.
Fuckers. Bombardiering himself at me.
Go
And
pick
my
the piece
offer
up
of money still stands.
and start putting it together.
Hiram will assist him.
Okay.
Where did you even come from?
So the train eventually comes to a stop, whether by repair or by them, Sid, or by the train crashing, in which case
Come here.
Zid might be worse the wear, and Stitcher might be worse the wear. But everyone else would survive that, looks like.
Hoping I'd try and jump through.
So we'll figure out which of those three it is next time when we can have Zid actually here. Because some of that is on his net run. And I wanted to give him the chance to do his own net run, and
It's gonna work for us.
it sounded like that's what you guys wanted too.
Oh no, that's fine. I'm just afraid that he's going to light his ass on fire, light himself on fire again, and at one hit point, that's a bad news.
It is.
Only
So
if he doesn't get put
since
out before his next turn.
right, Jonathan, we love this game too. If you're available, you could always join us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Sean.
If you notice, there's a system error.
I in earlier. Can't see. Get out of my face, nerd.
We have an MIA.
Knife, I want that.
You quit your job, dude.
Oh,
Is that a good
oh
thing?
Jesus.
That one that's
Yes, it is a good thing for him to have quit his job. He hated his job, and they kept fucking piling more and more and more.
I'm just
shit
making
work
sure
on
that
top.
it was an intentional,
Okay.
desired thing,
Okay.
not a
Yeah.
I'm in a bad spot.
No.
Like, I want to make sure he has something to do still, and isn't just now going to wonder how to survive. That's all.
I mean, he didn't quit in the way I had suggested for him to quit, but he did quit.
Yeah, you didn't squat a grumpy on
I
his
get
boss's
that.
desk.
I get that. I really get that. I'm not far from that myself, so I get you. I just have a whole family living on my salary, so I can't exactly bail.
fucking speed bump.
I think Nuts knows a thing or two about that.
Check this
Oh yeah, I delivered furniture and fucking busted my ass on busted my back up badly for years because there wasn't any other option.
I'm just running zombies over right now.
Nope,
If it
wrong
had
thing.
been just myself, I would have quit that job fucking eons before I did.
You wanna come out?
Why are you guys not getting pulled over here?
Let's in the parking lot and get all these fuckers.
That is a good question. It's loading for me.
Oh, it is. Okay.
It's at 98%. It's just kind of hanging there.
98 for me too.
I've
Nobody
got to
can.
refresh my client, see what happens.
We gotta
Maybe it'll ping it to the server or something, pull it down.
Maybe.
I'm gonna be patient and see if it completes.
you hallmark.
I'm an impatient asshole. So.
Loaded the training
100%.
run, the hack.
I'm in. I'm at the nomad
Okay.
camp.
Yeah, I'm at the train engine. with
If you click on the terminal tab, it'll load that.
Do I have an MRE?
Okay.
So I will do that. Okay, everyone's here.
Find one and find.
Let's do this and hope that everyone gets there now.
What even that have?
Yep, I see it.
Okay.
You're
Just for temporary,
There's 200.
let me do
I gotta
this.
kill him for you. Come on. Don't need to do somewhere special.
Just need to get him to do a Pathfinder first this time.
Damn it, that fucking rabbit.
Um,
God damn
my whole
This
thoughts
is
with
what he
everything-
has
Damn it.
to deal with.
Die.
So a killer is a anti-program. So he has to worry about his programs. And then a raven is an anti-personnel. So the ravens are the things he's going to have to worry about.
Kentucky.
And the Hellhound, right?
But then he can get to the control nodes.
But if he uses Pathfinder, he doesn't have to go past that password, does he?
No. Well, he won't see past the password. But if he opens the password and then pathfinds, then he can avoid the next fun. And I don't mean fun. So hopefully he will slide and bypass the ravens There's 2 of them, but they only have a 6. So they have a decent chance to stop you, but their attack is 2 and defense is 2, so they're not very robust. They're more annoying. So hopefully he can bypass that. And hopefully he can roll a pathfinding check and realize he needs to do that first and see that what he has to deal with, because it'll actually tell you there's, you know, anti-personnel black ice and then control nodes if you roll well. So we'll see what he does.
With not wanting to crash the train is that we can't make any money off of salvaging the guns and shit that are on this engine or anything else that's on this engine if we don't. Oh, Ezreal.
Yep. What did I do?
Yeah, that was super loud as you were rubbing on that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was terrible.
My bad.
Oh my god.
All right.
This fucking chair.
So eventually you guys get back to the Nomad camp. Bruised
You
and
loaded
banged.
the wrong token for me.
Yes, because it was already here.
Ah.
This is from previous.
Shade might still be here because this is where they went. This is where they went
True.
with Nyander.
It's quite probable, in fact.
And my dead body.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I can't actually think of a dead South video where it is them walking down a dirt road.
I need to medicate my kids. I'll be back. You guys can keep going.
Okay, so we take the thing that Click was driving back to the camp.
Yeah. So Click will take you back to the camp
Holy shit!
after the train stops.
Hold on, we gotta go hang out with this.
And you guys can have a chance to talk with them, get medical treatment,
Rest. Get Gary a cigarette.
deal with, you know, is there any goods of the train that you'd be wanting to keep, or do you just want to let the nomads have it all and take a cut of the proceeds?
Convenience store.
I mean, it all depends on what's on the train. I mean,
I got potato chips. And
if there's, like, for instance, if there's at any point where I'm sure where there's like a cache of discs or information that has a bunch of programs on it for Zed, I'm sure Zed will want those rather than, you know, just taking.
Well, the other thing is
for that.
taking things out of the proceeds, you could actually tell nomads what you want, and while you guys spend a few days to recover, because I guarantee with how
Harlan ain't
beat up that
going
you guys
nowhere.
are, you guys aren't going anywhere for a few days while you recover, at least a few days, if not a week, because you guys are beat to. And
For hit points, I need 1 day. For armor to recover, I need 7.
exactly.
You need a week. Harlan's going to need a week probably for hit points.
metal bar to my back.
Yeah, 1 day I'll get my hit points back, but
Yeah,
And
no, and
Harlan's
that's
also not gonna. He's gonna. When you guys finally get him back to consciousness, he's gonna sit up and go, "Okay, when are we going after the train?" He remembers none.
Yeah,
of
he
the
doesn't know
train.
the
He's gonna have
train's
to
done.
watch. He's gonna have to. No, I'm no. He doesn't remember getting on the train at this point at all. He's gonna have
Oh,
to watch
wow.
his own brain dances in order to see. I did what? Are you out of your fucking mind?
Yeah. All right, that'll be fun.
Gary's still freaking out a little bit.
yeah, the only thing I need the doctor to fix, I'll be just like pointing to the doctor and be like, fix fingers.
Is Zid going to take Blackstone's arm? Is something we need to know from Zid.
Are running there for like a few days.
I think
What?
he
What's-
said yes, but
I figure that Zed's gonna need Blackstone's arm.
Well,
Well, he's gonna need an arm, yes,
an arm.
Yeah.
and he may want something
he has a
different.
choice of many arms.
Oh yeah,
There's
that's
a
fine.
train
Okay, here's my question for you, Diamond X. of what's on the train, is there anything there for certain that we would probably want to know about? Things like cyberware, high-end weaponry, things like that. We would like to kind of go through that. And I'm not talking like the A10 Warthog guns. I can't carry one of those off. I don't want it.
Right.
And I would figure that if the Nomads can figure out a way to rig that to one of their bigger vehicles to move on, nobody's going to fuck with them after that. We're totally okay with being able...
Yeah, mobile gun emplacements on the back of fucking semi-trucks.
Actually, what they tell you is they're working with the I can't remember his name. Who is the guy who built the assault craft?
Mr. Fix-It?
Yeah, it's Mr. Fix-It is what you got to
Fix
call
It.
Yeah.
Fix-It is going to... They're going to work with him and see if they can get the combat train running off of something other than petrol. And get it back up and running. So that they can use it to move goods.
You're on the wasteland.
I mean,
with the guns.
In a lot of cases, the Nomads, in most cases, already own the wasteland for that purpose. But I think what matters the most in all of that, if they can get the train running, is the fact that they've got a full copy of the maps of all of the fucking tracks that are available, which means they can get almost anywhere with that combat train.
They can basically take this whole camp and make it mobile.
Yes.
Strap the radio tower to the, some radio equipment to the train, get it all set up, and be able to run huge loads of cargo
safely,
anywhere they want,
quickly,
anywhere they want,
end to end of the country. So they're kind of interested in,
I mean, this would basically make them like arguably the most powerful clan in the nation.
Yeah.
And I'm going to smile at the elder that we helped with that and said, and trust me, we remember who our friends are.
We do too. We appreciate it. You guys have done a really good job here. And we'll make sure you get to Night City, since that's where you're headed. For now,
some sacrifice.
Get some rest. You all need it. If there's anything you guys need, let us know.
I would like a proper send-off for Blackstone.
Yeah, we're gonna need a way to bury our compatriot.
Which method of memorial do you want to do? I don't know your burial techniques. Some people do many different things. Some burn them, some put them in a box.
So I'm gonna work on a will, but I'm almost sure that he's probably wanting to be cremated.
He's wanting to what?
Cremate.
Cremate? Okay.
I'm almost sure that he's gonna want that. And no, you don't have to put you can just save a little some of his ashes. You don't have to do the whole thing, but maybe put them in a small, not container, but I don't know, a little vial, something that somebody can keep on their person, and that way Zid can have it.
Okay.
That might if he decides not to take the arm, then he'll at least have something to. He'll always have some of Blackstone with him.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, Stitcher's pretty practical. He's probably not going to leave any of the cyberware attached to you more than anything else, because that would be a waste.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't expect that.
That's just how Cyberpunk is. They're not gonna. Even if Zid doesn't use it, it's gonna get pulled out. Your eyes are gonna the cyber eyes are gonna get removed. All that shit just because it's worth money.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna So I don't know if this is I'm trying to think of a way that a way that I can get all that stuff to boss, especially the Cyber Eyes.
Keep in mind,
he doesn't have a need for the tech hand. Like, I mean, the tech arm would, or the arm would be really helpful, but he doesn't have a need for the tech hand. I don't know, maybe Hiram has a need for it, but Hiram doesn't really need a tech arm. He's not a tech, so maybe if in my next there's not gonna be a tech, it's gonna be a med tech.
well, I mean, Stitcher's original contract was with the Nomads. He was supposed to be here with the Nomads, not going with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, he could probably stay with the Nomads. That can be his permanent position.
You know what's the other biggest issue there? If he stays with this Nomad camp, he's going to have to be on the combat train where he saw all that shit go sideways repeatedly.
Yeah.
That's his new home, basically.
Yeah. Does he have? I mean, I didn't realize that a surgeon had queasy stomach.
It's not about queasy stomach. It's about the fact that, I mean, I'm sorry. Regardless of whether it is, a surgeon may have seen plenty of things where arms and limbs are removed, but they're not usually removed via gunfire.
Or brute force.
Yeah, or toothpaste tubed an asshole out the side of the train.
I mean, I think all of you probably should technically take about 10 points of humanity loss after seeing what Ogre did to people. I mean,
keep in mind,
that is sickening.
This is part of the reason why Harlan doesn't remember any of it till he watches the brain dance.
Yeah.
And then he's going to get done and he's going to look at him and goes, "You mean I convinced him to stay? Why did I do that?" Never mind.
And see, but the thing is like, then you're going to be thinking about the money that you're going to be making off of this brain dance.
Oh, the Harlan's thinking that he needs to sell that brain dance for therapy.
Yeah, he needs to pay. He needs to sell that brain dance to pay for therapy. Yes, absolutely.
Actually, you may or may not.
Unless that's like.
Oh, dude, the amount of money.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, Dan.
The amount of money from this might be enough to cover it for you.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that it will be, just based off what the value of those guns are.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention, I mean, we pulled out some really nice. Harlan's gonna have the shotgun.
Oh yeah.
The boomer buster fucking hand cannon. That I mean.
Oh, there was a lot of good stuff on that train.
I'm willing to bet you that every bit of what was there for cargo was the best of the best, because this was the safest place for them to keep it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, including all the. Well, I mean, you had all the rags and everything that was on there, but then you had like stuff that we were just like, let's just go. We'll divvy it all up later. It's fine.
Because it's right. You should kind of do it later. It's.
But yeah, let me.
It's a lot, and the thing is, they were actually using it for bypassing Nomads and shipping a lot of their goods across the country back to Night City with the people they had kidnapped and whatnot.
Let's see. So maybe one of Stitcher's final acts before we leave for Night City is to give Harlan the therapy that he needs to get that, or some of the therapy at least. That would be really nice, I guess. A nice final piece.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to write up the memorial, the will that you actually you want to have for Blackstone.
I'll let.
I was hoping you'd have it this week, but you can do it next week. You think?
Yeah, I was hoping to have this week too. I'll try really hard.
Okay.
And I figure that if he wants, it'd be nice for Zid to give that eulogy. but it's solo to him, given IRL stuff.
Okay.
The first thing that Harlan is going to do once he feels decently enough to do it is to use his brain dance equipment and dig back through his own memories so that he can play the Princess Bride across for everybody at the camp at some point, so that we can see whether or not an ogre is okay with us calling him Fezzik.
Well, do you, when Harlan wakes up, does he mention something about that?
Probably. He'll probably say something like that. We need to have
I might actually have a
night.
copy of that. Let me go check my old stockpile. I'll be right back.
Even better.
He comes back in. He has this old projector, and he's like, "We can have a movie night.
Yeah.
Camp could use a nice morale boost, and you guys done good." He blows this like cloud of dust. This is the elder of the camp. Yeah, here you go, Princess Bride. He pulls up. It's this old, round plastic thing that most people are like, "What the heck is this?" Harlan, you recognize this?
Yeah, it's DVD. The DVD. It's
Exactly.
ancient tech at this point.
Exactly. So everyone's looking at him
You
weirdly.
have a DVD
You
player?
have a shiny disc. He's like, "We can watch it tonight for party. We'll have a good movie for everyone here. Celebrate, have some good food. You guys need to recover."
Do you have tech to play that?
Yeah,
We'll figure.
we're getting it working right now.
Okay.
Mixed
What
is
is,
Harlan, yes.
Harlan is also at this point, when he's done with it, feeling better, watches the brain dance, cusses, and goes and pays Shade 38 eddies.
Okay.
What does the elder think of Boss? Or has the elder met Boss?
He's probably met him and just is kind of like, you're one of those guys. He basically makes sure that Boss knows that his corpo status has 0 value here.
Okay.
This is his empire.
Yep.
So take any sort of corpo management mindset
Yeah.
and shove it up here.
Shove it. I was gonna say, shove it. Yeah. Okay. I just look at
Put it in your
Hiram.
corporal purse.
I just look at Hiram and I say, it's obvious that we're not welcome here. Just go with the flow.
Corpos haven't been nice to nomads.
No. Not in general. However,
That's fine. I get it.
Harlan will tell them that, we did make there was an agreement made that he's coming back to Night City with us. It was part of what was necessary.
And they're okay with that, but
Yeah.
they also want to make sure that it's known that the corpo doesn't have a
Corpos can
say.
suck it.
Because
Corpos can suck it.
corpos like to think they can rule everything, and
That's fine.
Hold on.
Nope.
We'll bring up the Dead Kennedy song here in a little bit. Take this job and shove it.
there you go.
I'm just like, whatever.
Are we able to get our crit injuries healed too? During this time?
Those you will during this time, yes. But if you look at those, they do take a little bit more to fix. So crushed fingers requires a paramedic or surgery to fix.
Surgery to actually fix it. Paramedic to remove the debuff.
Yeah, paramedic is quick fix. Surgery is to permanent fix, and it's a DV 15.
And that's something that Stitcher is going to have no issues with whatsoever. If he doesn't roll a 1,
yeah.
he gets a 15 on a surgery.
Yeah.
So, I Boss is just in his world, and he understands that like he's not gonna get any special treatment right now. He just got that. He's got that air of.
I just want to be out of here.
Yeah. Thanks. I just like I'm just. I'm doing what I have to get back to Night City, and whatever you need, it's fine. If you need money, I've got money. If you need supplies, I've got supplies. Whatever you need, I've got it. And just get me back to Night City before I fucking choke out here in this piece of shit wasteland. I helped. I did what I was supposed to.
Oh, don't worry, you little city pumpkin. We'll get you back in your sewer patch before long.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Have you not been in Night City? You all know what it smells like. This is Harlan turning and looking at you. He's like, even in the highest, best of the most corporate areas that are there, you can still smell the slums on the bad day when the wind's in the wrong direction. You and me both know that's true.
Yeah, when I step outside, sure, but like not whenever I'm inside in my area. Like whenever I'm in my office, I don't smell anything except roses.
Oh, I'm sorry. Those things stink.
Whenever I'm inside my house or inside my apartment or condo, my what is it? Corpo apartment, whatever that's called.
Corpo apartment.
Whenever I'm in that, I don't smell anything except lavender and stuff that keeps me calm and makes my mood happy. That's what I smell. I don't.
Surprise mandatory. Are you happy?
I'm surprised you don't have Ode to Eddies.
Okay. I'll have to look that up and maybe see what that smells like. And
Harlan sounds like he's being a complete and utter smart ass and not trying to hide it when he says that.
And that's fine. And I totally kind of understand that that's probably where you're coming from, but part of me also has the interest peaked of like what would that smell like? Would that smell like money? If that smells like money smells great. I want to smell money.
As you guys are talking today, we're switching scenes for a minute because it helps you with the visual. Oh, you do this.
What you want, cat?
This van that looks truck that looks familiar to some of you drives up to the Nomad camp.
Oh, the Ripper Doc's here.
How do I fix the armor for subdermal armor?
It would actually take someone with the skill.
No. I mean, on the character sheet. Because I get back a point per day.
Oh, of your subdermal armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know a way that I can do it. I was trying to see if there's a way that it does it.
Because there's only a button to lower it, which I clicked and it lowered it from 4 to 3, and then there's a star, and now I can't unclick that star, so I don't even know what to do at this point.
Resync? What is resync?
I don't know.
I have no idea what resync is.
I don't know what that is, dude. I don't know what you did. Broke it. So you're gonna be here 7 days.
Command or something, but
accidentally dropped it. You get 1 point per day. You're currently down to 8 out of 11, so you'll be able to get it back up because that would be 3. So in 3 days you'll be back.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Now it's at 0.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, I did it the wrong direction. You had 8, so you'd still have 1 abated unless you stay an extra day.
That's fine.
You guys want to go ahead and say you stay 8 days?
Sure.
Well, I was at 4 of 11.
Oh, you're at
What's one more
4 of
day in the-
11.
Let's one more
Okay.
day in the fucking
So 7
wasteland.
days should be enough.
Process.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. Cool.
And then I don't know how do we manually fix hit points, or is there a button somewhere to heal?
I don't.
You manually do it, as far as I know?
Yeah, I remember manually doing it.
Okay.
So, is there like, do I have access to like send messages out now?
I think the only way they've got to do that would be a radio.
Yeah, they have a separate network. So you see that your agent has a signal, but not to the standard network that would let you send messages to people in
Luckily,
Night City.
a truck with an antenna just pulled up.
Boss asks the elder, is there a way I can send messages out, or do I need to pay? Can I pay you for
Well,
that
I mean,
access?
If you ask nicely, what we can do is send it to our people near Night City, and they can send it on to whatever number you want.
Oh, I would really prefer not to have anyone else see this information.
Well,
This is corporate confidential information.
then I guess you can keep it in your pretty suit until you get back to Night City, because there's no signals from that company out here.
Okay. Yeah, I blipped again. Am I good now?
Hmm?
Am I good now? I blipped again. My stupid internet's
Yeah.
being dumb. So I'm gonna go ask this other. I'm gonna like stop talking to the elder. I'm gonna go talk to the dock guy that just pulled up and see if I can get him to send shit out. Because I'm not getting anywhere with that guy. Barm, you can come with me if you want. If not, I understand. You can rest. I'm gonna go. Where's the dude?
I'm confused.
Well, he's not showing on here because I don't have a token for him. But
all right,
he
well,
would
I'm
pull
gonna...
up over here.
Okay, well that's where I'll go. I'm just gonna walk over here. Tell the elder to go piss on himself. So
You really do want to walk back, huh?
You know, walking.
I didn't tell it to his face. Like, I know that I need to get back to Night City. Come on. Like, I asked nicely if there was a way that I could, like, if I could pay for access to send messages out, but I don't want anybody else touching my shit, so.
I mean, he told you that he can send it to one of his people and they can send it. There's just no direct connection from here to there.
Yeah, and I don't want anybody to, like, send my stuff. Like, I don't want fingerprints, quote unquote digital fingerprints on any of my stuff. Like, I want to be able to do it myself. So, that's fine. If he doesn't have that kind of access for me, then that's fine. I don't.
He doesn't have that kind of access for him.
Does. Okay, well, that's fine.
Like he said,
I need
the only way they get
that kind of
messages is their own low tech,
Okay,
you know,
sounds good. I'll just
radio
wait.
network where they transmit the messages.
I'll keep it in my pretty suit then. This is all in character, by the way. Like, none of this is like.
No, if you actually look at the info, they'll actually tell you that outside in the Badlands, like, the network isn't there.
Yeah, I believe it. Doesn't mean I can't ask.
Oh, no. I'm not saying you're on to ask. I'm just making sure that you and the viewers understand the setting and stuff, right? So if you've played 2077 as the Nomad start, you actually see they don't have agents. It's a low-tech radio that they're using for communication out there because the agent doesn't work.
That's okay. He's not the only one. Boss is not the only one who is chomping at the bit to get back to Night City. Harlan's got like 6 months worth of stories that he needs to fucking file and get out there on the rag sheets. You know, he needs it out there on the scream sheets as quickly as possible.
Yeah. He wants to get paid.
Well, one, he wants to get paid for his work. Two, he needs to get a hold of Grandma so he can set up a dinner date so that he can bring Fezzik along with, so that, you know, he can see, you know, where I got the old ladies with the nice lady's eyes.
Oh, man. That is going to be such an awkward talk for Harlan.
Oh, what are you talking about? I'm going to invite Grandma to a restaurant, you know, the decent restaurant, and I'm going to bring, I mean, like I said, assuming that he's okay with the name, I'm going to start calling him Fezzik, but...
You have a sig. Tiny bit
So,
of
that night you guys get to watch, and
we got
your friend here gets to see Fezzik. Harlan, how do you suggest to this individual after watching Princess Bride that he go by the name Fezzik?
I'd already called him it a couple of times on the train. And then
you didn't say it.
After that, I'm just going to look at him after the showing and says,
offense kill.
you want to use that name? We gotta call you something. What are we going to call you?
I don't know.
Real threat.
Not stupid.
Well, yeah, duh. That's not something... I saw what happened to the people who did that. That's foolish.
You probably have a bit of a shudder there, because even Harlan getting, you know, beaten never had his bones literally crumpled and powdered almost.
I'm just gonna say, I'm just gonna call you Fezzik as long as that doesn't bother you.
Yep.
Okay.
No, it was I had.
That's how I'm gonna present that.
me a box.
I'm calling him Fezzik from here on out.
Rounds for 2 boxes. So
Only
Basically-
older people will get that reference.
Right. Fezzik isn't going to make you turn me into a empty toothpaste roll, right? Okay, then that's what we're going to go with for now.
That's what I'm gonna call you for now. Well, what's the best line is, get the gate key from him. Oh, I have no gate key. Fezzik, rip his arms off. Oh, you mean this gate key?
Right.
generally, you pick up 9 millimeters.
And that's kind of what he does.
It is a great movie.
There are so many good one-liners in that movie.
It's most of the dialogue, frankly.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just mostly that.
I do not
Is
think
it
that
bad
means
that
what
I've
you
only seen
think
The
it
Princess
means.
Bride one time?
I mean, it's not ideal, I guess. I mean, I've seen it probably 100 times at least.
You've at
I
least
wouldn't
seen
say
it.
I've seen it a few times, and you should probably share it with your kids at some point, Azrael.
It's,
You know
it's
what?
just one of the best
That's one
movies of
thing
all
that we
time.
got upset about. The movie that my son decides to take out and rub on the concrete floor and destroy so it can't be read was that one.
Survivor probably didn't die.
Oh,
Whoops.
Through losing his
Whoops.
spear in a zombie, so
at least it's not like my buddy, one of my buddy's kids, who the only movie you could get him to watch, period, was The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oof.
I didn't mind that.
Well, I didn't mind that movie at all until in one night worth of sitting there playing Magic with him, he watched it 3 fucking times.
Yeah, if there's gonna be something on repeat, I'd rather be Nightmare Before Christmas than many of the other kids shows out there.
Oh yeah, no, it was better for that. The problem
Those
was,
kids shows are terrible.
But still.
you know, Mike.
Yeah.
You realize how many times he just started singing right along at max volume with these shows,
Ugh.
with that show? It'd be playing in the background. I would have tuned it completely out, and then Mike would start singing, and I'd want to kill him.
Well, to let you guys know, I did tell Sean we have the opening there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And told him he can
I'd
join
love to have
us.
Sean involved
So-
in this.
You guys are welcome to pester him and annoy him until he answers.
Do you know what Sean needs right now more than anything else?
Hmm?
A cure for insomnia. I don't think he's gotten more than like 2 hours sleep in the last 3 or 4 days.
Oh, there you go. He said he's down. All right. Cool.
Good. My body is ready. My mind is jello.
Yeah. For insomnia, it depends on what it's caused by. Some people can do something like a natural thing like tart cherry juice, which helps you create your own melatonin. Other people need actual melatonin, and some people that doesn't even work on.
I'll be right back.
I've heard some people need, what was it, I think it was B12 or something? Yeah.
Yeah, B12.
That they need to be able to get over their insomnia. So it really depends on the person and the source of the insomnia. 20 years of trauma and military training. Yeah, I mean, that's going to mess anyone up, dude. I have yet to meet someone who was in the Army that doesn't have some sort of issue from it. And that's not insulting the Army or those who join. It's just...
what they do for what they have to do is traumatic. Period.
Exactly.
Well, I appreciate you hanging out. I'm gonna find somewhere to raid that is also if you want to hang out. If you don't,
I want to beat this chair into 100 pieces. It just keeps every so often just.
Oh, the piston needs to be fixed, which those are not really fixable.
No, it just
At
needs
least
to
that
be
I'm aware
replaced.
of. Yeah.
we got
Yeah. It's like I notice all of a sudden when I realize that I am, at nipple high with my desk.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I hear you.
So,
Well, Sean, if
just,
you want to join us, you can jump in chat if it makes it easier for you. We're kind of gotten a little bit more casual tonight with everything.
I wonder whether Video Ninja is going to kill his his computer again.
Well, that's the thing. It would be good to test if video's working for him, because that is kind of an important part.
be back this exact same run. I think we're gonna just
Well, if you can roll dice and understand what they say and compare them to numbers, you're good to go. Most of the people in the game haven't played before. The two people who have played before are those two.
And this is the first time I actually had played Red.
Right,
I mean,
it's the first time you've played Red, but you've played Cyberpunk before.
Yeah, I've definitely played Cyberpunk before.
I do math rocks good.
You're muted still. No call.
Yeah, we played a lot of 2020 and 2013 and Generations.
We played a fair amount of Generations. Generations was actually fun.
Yeah, we started with Generations and then made our characters go from Generations to adults in 2020.
So, I know we kind of gone more casual tonight, but we're kind of at a good point to do casual anyways and do more detox and debrief after the last sessions of constant, what's the term they use for what we've been doing?
Combat trauma.
Yeah.
Combat
Constant battle and war.
After the movie,
Oh my god.
are there any people in the camp playing music?
Hey Barb.
Yes.
That is where I will be.
Okay.
Hey Barb.
Just sitting if they're like around a campfire or something, I'll be sitting like just on the outside edge, just outside of the light of the campfire, kind of just hunched down again like I was.
Well, that's the odd thing. There's one at the campfire, and there's one at each of these tents, and they're all playing together as different parts of the same score playing together. But they're different parts of the camp, so as you move around the camp, you get different instrument more at different volume, but they are playing together.
Ain't nothing but a mistake. No, say it again, Barb. No. I was ready to sing with you.
Oh yeah, that's a good way to put it, Jonathan.
Oh my god, amazing. How was your stream, Barb?
But yeah, I'll just be sitting like kind of hunched down, just on the edge of the firelight or whatever, just listening to the music. And if there's something that comes on that's like more bass heavy or tribal or heavy drum beats or something, then I'll probably go like out of line of sight of everybody and just start just like dancing like crazy.
5,000 kills. Congrats. Hey Mike, I'm gonna.
What I miss?
5,000 kills in 30. That's amazing, Barb. I'm really.
Not a whole lot.
We missed like the
killed, like,
music part.
50.
I mean, but
That's just Fezzik showing what he enjoys.
oh, all right,
And I
cool.
showed everybody all my
Yeah.
guns that I've made with crazy extra.
So you see that he has some
No, I
pull
love the
towards
triangle one,
music.
great.
As
Yeah,
we
we're just
noticed
eating.
Fezzik doing that, I'm gonna be like,
We're dead. Yeah,
And Harlan, after he's had the chance to heal, is going to at some point during this week pull Boss and Hiram off to the side.
actually, like, play.
I'm gonna wait for Azrael to get back so that we can easily do that.
Sorry, what?
Mike,
No, I'm going to at some point during this week, I'm gonna pull
Mike,
Boss
you, gonna
and
do
Hiram
another carpentry
off to one side.
or no?
I'm gonna look at him. I said, "Look, I know, and I'm gonna name the company that you're associated with. Very obviously, I said I know them. Haven't had much dealings with your company. I know that they are not all that fond of Life Tech, and that's where this whole issue started for how we all ended up out in the middle of nowhere out here.
Oh, all right.
So what I'm basically offering right now is access to some of the information that we've dealt with for that, for assistance from your corporate structure in doing what we need to damage theirs.
Boss will think about all. He'll take all of this in and thinks about it. Probably a good 20 something, 30 something seconds, and he says,
When did Scab die? Why is
I
his
can
body
loosely,
still there?
I can't fully agree to that because I don't have like buy-in from the people above me.
I'm only mid-level.
But I, on my level, like my personal team,
He's been there for ages. Okay, this wasn't like
I'm willing to
him jumping off
step in and help with that.
That's
if it
all I'm
damages
asking
life,
for right now.
Yeah, we
That's
probably
all I'm
if
asking
it
for.
damages Life Tech, that's good for both of us.
he
So
died falling.
I
Oh my
I am
God.
willing to
Overhead, he
go
died.
that route.
Somebody put the clip
And
on
once we get back to
Scab.
Night City and I can talk to my superiors, you might get even more buy-in.
Okay, good. That's all I wanted. And you notice that when Harlan presents all this to you, he presents it to you in a corporate package like he knows exactly how to interface in your world, just chooses not to most of the time. By the way, Diamond X, when I present the information that I'm going to,
Yeah.
I am going to very specifically edit and remove anything that has anything to do with
I'm sorry,
Zed's partner in his head, any information that has to do with that, or my own direct family ties to it. He's going to get redacted information for that purpose.
Okay. I figured you wouldn't rat out Zed. That
Fuck
is
no,
a powder
or blue.
keg that I don't think you want to bring on the world yet.
No, fuck no. Hey, I'm going to say it flat out. If we've got the only AI that's on the other side that's loose and it's friendly and helpful to us,
Well,
that's an edge that no one else has.
you do know it's not the only one,
Alright, this is the last book.
because you heard mention that they think that the facility was run by one.
Yeah, I think that may have been bombed into oblivion by now, but that's another trip for another day, and I don't want to talk about going further back out into the fucking wasteland right after we get to Night City. I don't want to do that yet. Not going
Let's go
back.
back out.
Not going back out.
Yeah.
That's a task maybe that if we've got the money and the resources, that we hire someone else to go and do.
I am not getting any better.
You mean like the danger?
Oh, you drove it good.
Yeah.
Danger Girls would be a good option for that. Maybe, if we want somebody that we know is absolutely professional at scouting and handling that kind of situation for that, we'll send Shade. Assuming he wants the money and is willing to take the job. He seems to have handled himself out in the wasteland without any fucking problem.
Yeah.
And if all we want is reconnaissance, we don't expect, like absolute combat shit going on, I'm sure he'd be okay with that. Go put eyes on something? Yeah, I can do that. And the fact that even though I probably didn't have to, I went and fucking paid him his 38 eddies.
Yeah, you kept your word.
I didn't manage to do it here. Because the bet was whether I could throw 5 of them off or not. And I didn't do that before I was unconscious.
Before they were all dead.
Yep. Didn't happen.
One lived.
Yeah, by the way,
One.
basically when we were done with the train getting stopped, it's basically a, look, bud, you should probably get out of here before the nomads get here, because when they do, they're not bound by our agreements. I'd head that way.
Yeah, no, he was out. He actually thought you guys were just going to kill him even if he stopped the train. That's why he was trying to say, you leave my part of the train and I lock the door, seal it shut, then I'll stop the train and you can get off and then I'm leaving. Because he just wanted to live at that point. He was like, nope.
That makes him the most intelligent smoker
Actually,
on that train.
The other one was trying to defend him while he did it. Too. The one that you hit him with. The one that you hit him with. Yeah. He was trying to like let him do it. And he died, but yeah.
The reason I call him the most intelligent one on there, he agreed to help us. Therefore, we had a reason to let him live. If he hadn't agreed to help us and was just continued to hinder him, I would have just let Fezzik rip his arms off, like I said.
What gate key, Fezzik? Yeah, no, it works.
A pretty substantial gate to keep me out of it anyway.
And Sean, if you want to,
I can probably go over it.
Right, Sean, if you want to hop in and chat with us right now, you can. And we're in video. The link's there.
Yeah, it's
if you want to test it out, make sure it's working.
The chat that I ended up, I obviously invited him to the chat. I didn't think anybody had a problem with that.
Yeah, no, you're good. And I told him that they're pinned in the chat. So if you on the channel, if you go up and check the pins in that Life Tech discussion, you can see all the links there. There's a few resources pinned that were quick references that we needed before, and then there you have video.
Oh my god, thank you.
You have links to the Forge, where we're playing, Foundry, and then you can see below that there's a little trailer that I made for it, and you also have access to a PDF version of the book online that I have there. So you have all that resource there, Sean, that you can access and look at.
I love lavender. Speaking of, I really need to find the purple paint.
But
looks like it says in there that right now he's reading the book, and then so
cool.
Oh, I was really glad that Humble Bundle was available when I got it. There's so info in that.
Dude, I haven't even been able to go over the whole thing. There's so much info.
Oh, I've been skim reading here and there on the things that were most relevant to Harlan.
Going Metal?
I've been doing is how I've been. Yeah, Going Metal was one of them that I looked at. Yes. Oh my god, why is fuck this chair?
Going Metal is crazy.
But yeah, I mean,
yeah,
I guess one of the things that we could probably discuss amongst, well, I mean, it becomes difficult. I would discuss with Fezzik my plans when I get back, but I think about 90% of that would go drastically over Fezzik's head at speed. And the last thing that I want to do is make him feel stupid, even if I'm not calling him stupid.
Yeah. Well, go for it. To kind of run how you would talk with him, the plans you have during this week that you guys are recouping in.
Well, the only thing I'm going to talk with him about is that I'm going to set up dinner that I want him to come with for food and to meet my grandmother, who I think he's already met. The lady whose eyes I have.
How does Fezzik respond to that?
Food, okay.
Food? Okay.
don't know.
Job
They're
done.
selling,
Like I have
they're
one
selling
square
beer in
photo.
these tiny little cups. How many cups did you have, Andre?
Is this golf? Is that yours?
312.
Yeah, if I was in the
Well,
room,
that's an actual story that Andre the
the
Giant did. He
lightning
was
carpet
in
also
Japan,
thing.
and they were selling High Point beer in these little, like, I want to say they were like 2-ounce cups, and he drank 312 of those motherfuckers.
What's the
Whoa.
what's the most like private, quote unquote, private area?
John.
Hey, Sean.
Listen,
Hey, Sean.
that is my doctor's degree now.
Don, what's the most private area of the camp, and that's where boss is going to be.
Okay.
Oh, my beaver.
So no smoke, Sean? It's the CP is not on fire yet?
There's a beaver.
Oh,
Not yet.
yeah.
Awesome.
Glad.
I think personally, if he's not trying to rebroadcast at that point, it might not kill him. But if he's trying to rebroadcast, it might cause some issues. Because that's, I
Yeah.
think, what was
Well,
causing me the issues with, or caused him the issues with the vampire game.
Yeah, I'm just so boss is gonna just kind of take it easy and
Here we go.
try to
You're on.
try to rest.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
One
I
thing
lost
physic-
32 gigs of RAM, like last weekend, not this weekend, last weekend. Half of my motherboard is bad, so it's a little tentative with the.
So is the
Yeah, with
RAM
the,
itself? Is the
browser
RAM?
usage.
Did the RAM itself go bad, or is it just that the ports on the motherboard aren't recognizing it at this point?
No, the RAM is fine. Yeah, it's the motherboard that's slowly going out.
Oh.
Yeah,
Your Northgate's probably shot.
100%.
Oof.
That's a pain in
That's-
the butt because you pretty much got to replace everything at that point unless you're going to buy
Yeah.
an old motherboard.
That's rough.
Pretty much.
Cyber power or I buy power. That's where I get all my computers. I've never had problems.
Dude,
with it.
I built this computer 12 years ago, so the fact that it's finally giving out is great. I've gotten my money's worth. So.
Yeah, 12 years is a
Yeah.
long time for a computer.
Mine was having issues and I actually had to upgrade it to get some things to work this year. And I actually got lucky because a number of the parts were on sale and I actually bought it straight off MSI's site because they had a few repackaged items that they had in
good
there.
deals, yeah.
Yeah. So
I just save
put that together.
continuously so that every 3 or 4 years, one of my big expenditures is I just get a new PC.
Mm-hmm.
Then my wife puts all my old ones to use as servers or processors for imaging or something like that.
Why not?
Or
So-
one gets sent to me, and I have to spend money to fix it so that my wife has something to use that I don't have to share. Which is, once again, thank you very much.
I just wish FedEx would give me the money back and send you a chunk so that you can pay for those parts.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be. It cost us about, overall, when all was said and done, for the parts that I ended up having to replace, about $450. Which, to be honest, what's that?
They used their UPS shipping guarantee with it, or what?
This FedEx, I have insurance on it.
Yeah. They kicked
Have
it
they not?
9 times instead of 14 times.
They
Right.
bashed the crap out of it. They broke the case. They knocked the hard drive carriage loose, and it was flopping around inside the case. And they broke the liquid cooler.
And you're
Yeah,
still
they-
trying to
they-
get them to pay for that?
Jesus Christ.
Well, the liquid cooler got busted because they decided to store it in an outside storage container when it was 35 fucking below zero regular temperature for that 2 weeks that it was earlier this year.
It took them over a
Man,
week
I
to
hate
deliver.
I
it.
hate when my packages ship through Antarctica.
Shit.
Yeah.
What's up, Raven?
Raven!
And that was
Welcome.
just from Kansas City north to Sioux City. So
Yeah.
it was just
Ooh,
that
man.
5 hours in a truck.
sorry
was
to
enough
hear that.
freeze it.
Yeah.
But it was delayed for like 4 days from when it was supposed to originally be delivered because of the weather. And it was in a truck or in storage the whole time. So the liquid cooler probably just froze.
That's exactly the guy, my computer guy across the alley. When I had him take a look at it, says it looks like this froze solid, and he showed it to me, and you can see the seam along the tube where it circulates the coolant. You can see where it stretched, popped, and then parted. So all
I
that
love that
coolant
you
is
have
in
a
the
guy
bottom of the
across
case.
the alley fixed.
Right across the alley from my house.
Just like, I know a guy. He does my computer stuff. He's like, basically, I know a net runner. Let's go see him.
Right?
Well, keep in mind, I got to know
I
this
got the
guy pretty good.
access.
Just simply because he was helping me for a while when my fucking lawnmower took a shit. He was letting me borrow and use his when I needed to mow my goddamn lawn. That's how I got to know him. And then about a month after I got him.
Your lawnmower took a shit. Was it a goat?
No, damn it. But I mean, it was fucking garbage. It was absolutely garbage when I borrowed his.
Cheaper to buy a goat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck trying. I mean, you could keep chickens inside the city limits where I live. I don't think a goat's gonna fly.
You just gotta do it until
Yeah.
they say no.
Well, what got me was is that I got to know him fairly well at that point, and then he was like, I never saw him outside for a couple of months. This was towards the beginning of the pandemic. I didn't see him at all for like 3 months. He got COVID so bad that they put him into a chemically induced coma for 2 solid months in order to keep his ass alive on the respirator that they had him on for 68 days. He lost 53 fucking pounds.
Oh, Shonatron, this is interesting for you.
Yeah.
CPU is overloaded for you. It tells me that.
Yep. 'Cause my CPU has to take the burden.
Yeah. No, I get that. I just didn't know VDO would tell me when your CPU was overloaded, but it is.
Yeah, it's good like that with the little statistics panel over there. Yeah, it'll tell you what's be used by RAM and what's be used by CPU. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Raven, I've had COVID now twice, man. That shit is god awful.
We've had a few times. Oh, I thought I had. So, Malcott, since you're back. With the vehicle that we mentioned, Drive Up, when you get a moment and you walk on that side of camp, you see someone that looks kind of familiar that's at that vehicle.
Familiar from
your gestation periods of training.
Okay. So another scientist?
Yes.
And how did he treat me when the experiment was occurring?
Oh, he was the one that was forced to do all the cybernetic implants on you and do all the mechanical work.
So I was mainly probably sedated or unconscious when he was doing it.
He was the one that she played music for when he came in. So he's the one that I mentioned was showing up at that time. That had to do all the cybernetic work on you. He was nice to you. He didn't necessarily want to. You heard them complain about the choices that were made plenty of times. But they also sounded like they were being forced to by someone.
Did he pull up on the same day we got there?
No, it was a few days after.
Oh, okay.
And he does seem to be keeping an eye on you now that you've noticed him.
So when I notice him, I'm going to go over to him and say, "You do the parts, right?"
I do. Would you mind if I took care of a problem you have?
Problem?
Yes. It's a locator beacon you have in you that is currently pinging out your location to anyone who knows how to look.
What's that?
Think about a dark room and you have a light on. You have one of those inside you that people can see if they know how to see it. And I want to turn it off so people can't see you as easily.
Okay.
He gets up, he works on you, and eventually is able to get it turned off. So now you're not walking into Night City with the beacon declaring Life Tech property here.
Stolen Life Tech property here. Stolen Life Tech property here. Yeah. Great. Fuck.
He hands you this small chip. Here you go. You can keep it as a souvenir. Just make sure you don't put electrical current to it. It might wake back up.
How big is it?
It's small. It's like a dime.
So it fits just barely on the tip of my finger.
Yeah, it's like put it on the end of your pinky. It's this tiny piece. And he had to actually like cut you open to get to it, and it was deep in there and stuff, so it wasn't meant to come out.
Are you near him? Pheasant? Harlan.
Oh, when this is going on, no, I'm assuming that at this point, look.
That would be when no one was over there.
Sleep for a week.
Yeah, Harlan's going to spend most of the week, other than the Princess Bride, the conversation he had with you, and asking whether he can call not an ogre Fezzik. He's going to spend the whole rest of that time basically almost comatose because of how fucked up he was.
Sleep, eat, shit, sleep.
So does boss see that interaction happen?
No. The guy would wait till no one else is there because it's his personal info.
That sucks.
He can choose to share it or not, is what the guy intended.
I'm gonna like just kind of like looking at it as I wander over to where Harlan's sleeping. I'm gonna just like poke him until he wakes
Harlan,
up.
You wake up to this big finger jabbing you.
Before I even open my eyes, yes, Fezzik, what do you need?
I have a light.
Can I see?
I'll put it in his hand.
He says he has a light and he hands you a chip.
Okay.
It's a small cyberware chip.
Do I know anything about this chip?
Probably not.
Do you mind if I hold on to it?
Okay. Then I wander off.
I'm going to stash it somewhere in my...
It has Life Tech stamped on it. You know that.
Oh, yeah. That's why I'm... That's why I'm interested in it. I'm assuming... Wait, the question comes, is it still bloody for having come out? Okay, so I'm assuming at this point, I'm first going to go to Stitcher and ask Stitcher,
Stitcher's like, no, I've not seen that ever.
Thank you. And I'm going on to straight on over to the other doc who's here.
He's sitting there. Harlan, it's been a while. How are you doing?
I'm going to hold this. I said, did you just take this out of Fezzik?
Well, I didn't think you wanted to go into Night City broadcasting to Life Tech that you were there.
Oh,
but I can put it back in if you want.
Fuck no. Absolutely correct for what you did. But how did you know it was there?
I put it there.
I'm going to dig out my agent. I'm going to pull up a picture of my grandmother and go, do you know her?
Yeah, she's a good employee. We worked well together.
How long ago?
Oh, man. It's way back. Let's see. 60 years ago? 50 years ago? I don't know. Something like that.
Keep in mind that Harlan's in his 50s. So, and I'm going to go like 60 years ago, huh? Okay. Just so you know, that's my grandmother.
Oh, how is she doing?
Still kicking.
So, for those of you who don't know this guy, think of almost a, Pascal from Rogue Trader's a good example of this guy. This guy is absolute kitted out the wazoo with just cyberware everywhere.
Like, probably more than me.
Oh, yeah.
He's mostly machine.
Yeah, that's why I said a lot like Pascal. But he wears clothes to kind of cover it up, kind of like Pascal does. But absolutely cyberware out.
Yet he seems to still be relatively human, like from a humanity standpoint.
Maybe.
Like a brain standpoint, not a not a psycho.
You don't know.
Well, I'm saying, can you rig this up to something for me so that I could turn it on if I choose to?
Here you go. He pulls out an old 9-volt battery with a couple wires.
Dink.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Not yet.
Is it charged? Oh, wait. Ah, okay.
Yeah, no, it is spicy.
Hey, Harlan's old enough to know what a 9
Oh, no,
volt
he
battery
is. That's why I didn't stop you.
And know how to check to see if it's still got juice.
And it is. Yeah, no, it does. It's spicy.
He's gonna put these two devices in separate
Yeah,
locations on himself.
I mean, if you go ahead and put some charge on that chip through, you can see the circuits there. Yeah, you just put a little charge through that. It'll probably wake up. There's a 90% chance it's going to wake up right by doing that, and send out a nice ping of its location to anyone who knows how to look for it. Why do you think I showed up?
Who else would know how to look for it that you're aware of, that I need
Life
to
Tech.
worry about? Well, I mean, yeah. Keep in
Luckily,
mind,
they don't operate in this neck of the woods a whole lot anymore.
understand
However,
I am...
if their satellite was going overhead at the time, and I hadn't been hacking it and making, their satellites work for me instead, they would have found you.
Thank you for that. Appreciate it. So you have
Oh,
access
I just like
to
having my own network.
So you have... Wait. Hold on. I'm going to sit up. I said, you have access to the network right now?
Well, sort of. Not a standard the agent network. That is, News 41's network.
Did you buy the
I'm
Cyber
talking
Early
about
yesterday?
satellite
Yes.
network.
I did not.
No, but you could ping a signal into the network from a satellite.
Potentially, if it's in the right location. That's why he didn't say yes.
So, would it be possible for you to data dump some stuff into a spot that I've got in Night City so that I can release stories before I get there?
Yeah, it would take a while because the satellites aren't in position for that right now, but it's doable.
Would you be willing to? I'd really
Sure.
appreciate it.
Pulls out a laptop, load it up.
I said, by the way, you're more than welcome to read any of the stories that go along with this. Since I think you no longer have much to do with Life Tech at that point, you might be interested.
Me, your grandma, and your grandpa all kind of called it quits around the same time.
Oh, Grandma's still affiliated with Life Tech, just in a more retired style.
We all retired. Forcibly.
Yeah, when was the last time you saw my grandfather, by the way? I haven't seen him since I was like 10 years old.
Yeah, about then, probably. Whose kid are you?
I'll tell him.
You want to pick a name for your
Oh, I think I did already. Hold on, let me
dad?
make sure.
Yeah, I was trying to remember if you had that, and I thought you had.
Elvira.
No.
Should we have the life path?
Parents.
Yeah, no, I'm looking. It's under Life Path, obviously.
I see that you say your parents there. I don't see a name.
Nope, I don't have a name for that.
We can call your dad Sean.
No. we're not going there. I think I'm actually older than Sean slightly, but
I was gonna say you should call your dad Joe.
well, no, we need a Polish name. Both my parents are Polish.
Okay. Jakob.
Markov.
Markov will work.
Markov? Okay. So you mentioned it. He's like, oh, yeah. Your grandma mentioned him. You his oldest?
I'm his only.
Only. All right. So.
At least
I
that
hadn't
I'm
heard
aware
how
of,
many he
unless he's
had.
had a couple more since,
Well, I only knew of the one, but I didn't know if he had any others or not. So I
we
want to make sure if that was you or not.
We don't talk.
So 10. is probably between year 10 and 7. I'm sorry, it's been a while. Gets a bit fuzzy.
All I'm seeing right now is a scene from Red Dwarf. Just a minute, I gotta send that query down to long-term memory retrieval. One of the best sci-fi television shows ever.
On, you're muted. Yeah, you're muted.
You're muted right now, so...
Oh.
I don't know if he's up streaming right now. I hadn't looked.
Doesn't
No,
look like
sorry.
he's streaming right
Yeah,
now.
I muted it because I didn't want to interrupt. Sorry.
Oh,
You're good, man.
I love that show so much. It could have definitely gone for probably 30 seasons, and I would have been happy about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's. Keep in mind that there has been at least 2 different characters that I've created over the years based on Rimmer.
And yeah, Sean,
Let's
look
make
at
the
the if you go into the Cyberpunk core rulebook, they talk about the roles. They give you a nice kind of description of what each of the roles is like, and you can kind of read through that and see which one you're like, ooh, I want to play that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a med.
A med tech?
Huh.
Yep, and I'm gonna be
Okay.
a kawaii ooh girl.
What?
We're gonna have the uwu med tech is what we're getting.
Oh God.
Yep, super optimistic. Came from a happy lifestyle, raised in the like the upper decks. Parents worked for a corporation, and then basically that corporation was actually kind of a criminal organization. So that's kind of the thing.
So
she's
a corporation.
Yeah, so a corporation.
Yeah, basically.
They're all criminal organizations.
Went to fancy schools. Parents, did something wrong or whatever, and got expelled from the higher graces of said organization. So found self on street, learned how to survive, and still had a genuine optimistic approach towards people in a time when a lot of people don't.
Harlan's
When the med tech medicates themselves on happy pills,
she's
you know,
gonna
it works.
She's gonna love Harlan. She's also gonna be a trauma medic, just as a base.
Well, changes my next team member then. It's all good though. No worries.
Well, medtech isn't actually an option under the thing
I thought it was.
for a team member.
Yeah, it was.
No, you can get somebody with medical skills, but I don't think you can't actually get roles with them.
No, you can't get a roll ability.
You can get skills.
No, I mean obviously, but yeah, I mean like, so I'll probably just roll a tech, or I'll probably just like, you can
So, let me
change that
look
that
here.
HR request to tech instead of med tech. I called it an HR request a few days ago.
Well, you still haven't had a chance to make any kind of contact with that anyway.
That's true. So
So you're thinking,
Right.
It hasn't been sent.
so I'm going to set up everything I need to let this guy do the burst transmission necessary so I can file those stories before I'm even back in Night
Sure.
City. Which is probably not spectacularly wise because that means Life Tech's probably going to be watching the entry points for when I come in going, this motherfucker.
Oh yeah, no. They're absolutely gonna have someone sitting at your apartment waiting for you, watching.
Oh, of course. Which is
Well,
why I'm
Harlan
not
knows
going.
that. Harlan knows that.
do I see Harlan do any of this stuff on the laptop?
Oh, no. I'm going to do that with him. And then I'm going to go find boss and say, hey, just so you're aware, I posted all my stories from out here.
How?
And I'm just going to turn and pointedly look at the truck.
Is it the truck?
Well, I'm pointedly look at the cyber truck that showed up with the surgeon on it. And he says, it's not a direct connect, so I don't know if you're going to be able to have any kind of a conversation.
Sure.
But he can get information dropped across. But
Better than nothing.
he's friendly with me because of family connections, you might have to pay. Just be aware.
No worries. It's fine. I've got credit. I've got Eddie's. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll wait for
What
him to
page is that med tech roll on? Or the
Harlan's gonna leave, and he's going to, inside his own mental tally, put one more he feels that boss owes him.
MedTech starts on page 147.
Okay, I was actually meaning
sorry.
the corpo, but yeah, 147 you said?
That's for the
Roll abilities, that's what I was looking for.
no, that's the tech roll ability.
Oh, that's fine. I wanted to just get there.
149.
Yeah, it gets me close enough.
The teamwork thing for a technician is on page 157.
Yeah. So the creating your team members for you, Azrael.
Yep.
You have bodyguard, covert operative, driver, and net runner, technician. So none of them are actually med techs or net runners or anything. The net runner is the closest one because he actually has a net runner roll ability. The others don't have the right. The others don't have roll abilities.
Yep.
Well,
Now,
I mean,
they
that
can
makes sense,
look-
though, because the Netrunner's going to have to have his
You can't do net running without the
Bingo.
roll.
Keep in mind, it's only a +2, and the standard default start is 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the technician's got either 7 or 8 in tech, depending on which roll that you get, which time you roll, and then he's got +6 in basic tech and cyber tech and a few others. So the technician's a perfectly good substitute for a person playing tech.
Yeah, no, I mean,
They
like,
have the roll
if it
ability
wasn't,
to do the crafting. They can't do the inventing and the fabricating
it's
of
fine.
brand new stuff. They can build stuff. Probably
They can
with
do
a blueprint.
repair.
You can do lots of repair and like probably install upgrades if we buy them. You probably can do installation of cyberware.
No,
But
installation of
medtech's better.
cyberware is actually a medtech's role.
it is medtech. Yeah, it's medtech.
Tech
Medtech
can
ripper
fix
dot
it, the cyberware. A medtech is the
Medtech
installer.
installs it. Yeah, that's right.
Yep. They're the only ones who
Yeah,
can
I'll do,
safely
um,
uninstall and install. So if you want to
And
be
medtech
a
can also do the
cyberware
therapy.
chop shop, you got to have a medtech.
Well, you only need a technician if you're only worried about the removal. If you don't care about the person afterwards, if you just
Well,
want them-
no.
nobody-
Actually, if
Nobody
a-
cares if that Honda runs again. You know what I mean?
Actually, it does matter. If it's not, if a medtech is not the one to uninstall it, even from a dead person, you have a chance of damaging it, and then you have to have the tech fix it.
That's the reason why when Stitcher was repairing me, like he was successful in removing all my stuff.
Right. So, do you guys want to do a
That's
quick
fine.
bio break? We're about that time that we usually do it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sure.
Okay. We'll take 5-10 minutes,
Sounds
everyone.
like you guys
We'll be back and continue.
have a lot of machine parts. Ooh.
Welcome back, everybody. Oh, Melkov is there. He's just not showing for me.
Yeah, he's there. He's showing on my video.
Oh, that's funny. It did its thing again. Yeah, no, I see him on OBS, but in video he wasn't for some reason. It was just weird. He does that from time to time. So I thought you hadn't got back yet. I'm sorry.
Nope, I'm here.
So, is there anything you guys want to get while in camp? You had mentioned trying to get some programs for Zed.
Sorry.
I'm going to look through. I want to know any kind of specialty ammunition that would be available possibly for my shotgun or the assault rifle that I'm using. I would like to be able to stock up on a little bit of that if they've got that.
Okay, let me look here. Ammunition. They have a few crates of cheap ammo. Because I know that's your favorite.
Yeah, no, that's definitely not what I'm looking for.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Yeah, I am so glad that they introduced the cheap ammo, though.
Oh,
that's a lot of fun.
Absolutely useful and worthwhile for me at character creation, so that I could have more than like 9 bullets.
Right.
But
okay, so they have some rubber rounds. They have some expansive rounds. A few armor piercing. Those are the 3 types of ammo that they have.
Okay. I would like to grab some armor piercing rounds. I'd take some of the rubber bullets as well. I mean, having non-lethal options is always a good choice.
Okay. What kinds of those do you guys want? Just shotguns? Or is there others that you guys want?
Shotguns and assault rifle are the ones that I would like.
Okay.
And I'm going to kind of look left and look right and kind of look and go to the Nomad Elder and says, Ajo's all the way back at Night City getting treated for that. That's where we're going. Are we going to take his van back to him, or what's the plan for that?
Yes, I have a Nomad who's going to actually be driving you. He is going to take Ajo's van and bring it to the Nomad camp there right outside Night City.
Okay.
Also, he's going to help you guys get set up as part of your payment with some shelter in a little area that we have friends there in Night City.
Perfect. Because I doubt that, I seriously doubt that my apartment's either going to still be available or safe if it is.
Am I present?
I went to the Elder, is who I'm talking to right now.
Okay. Because I have an apartment, by the way.
Well, yeah, but you want all of us bunking with you? I doubt it.
Pretty expansive apartment.
What is that smell?
Smells like money. This is what money smells like.
Hold on. I smell a slight scent of exploitation as well.
Call it what you want. I call it daily life.
Yeah, that fits for a corpo.
You just use rifle ammo for your assault rifle, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, mine's not any of the specialty stuff like with what Zed's got. If there's any of that ammo on the train, Zed will probably want it as well.
Do they have any, do they have it, like, is there such a thing as, like, biotoxin ammo?
Depending on the device you're using, yes.
Just a pistol.
Paintballs you can get with acid. Gas grenades can come with biotoxin. Arrows can be treated with biotoxin.
Probably get a dart gun of some sort too.
So not a pistol.
Mm-hmm. Pistol ammo? No. No, there's no pistol ammo biotoxin delivery.
I didn't know if it was, like, tipped, like, if the tips of the pistols or the shells were dipped in biotoxin.
No.
Sorry, of course.
Yeah, it wouldn't work due to the delivery mechanism. When you fire them off, coming out of barrel and
It's
stuff.
like a tranq gun. If it fires darts, you can put toxin in that.
That's different though. Yeah, but that would be.
That's fine. It's basically like an air
ammo.
rifle. I mean, that's an air rifle. It's fine. I'll figure something out.
His ammo's not there. Was it in Black Chrome that had his ammo?
I might buy a like a dart pistol or something.
There's rocks
That'll do it.
and nets. Doberman 500 marking scent. Interesting. I'll have to look at that.
So I know it's been a while, like, since he mentioned this, Harlan did. I'm gonna just kind of walk over to that other vehicle and knock on the door. Well, is he in there or is he out? Like, outside?
Oh. Say that again?
The old dude, the old doc guy.
The Ripper Doc.
He sits out under
he
his
there?
canopy usually.
Okay. I'll walk up to him, and I'll ask it like,
Hello, youngin. What can I do for you?
I hear you have external network access.
Not exactly, but sort of.
I have messages that I would like to get to my corporation in Night City.
You can upload them on the laptop, and I'll send them off when I get connection.
Can I encrypt them?
You're welcome to.
Are you going to be able to? Can I trust that you will not break the encryption?
I mean, that's up to you. You can trust that I will or trust that I won't. Your trust is on you, not me.
Can I buy your trust?
He just looks at you like you just said something in a completely foreign language.
You might be able
What
to
can
pay
I-
for his discretion.
What can I give you that would give me 100% assurance that you will not break into these messages?
Nothing, obviously, unless you believe what people say, because you either do believe me or don't believe me, no matter what I say. I can't control that. That's all on you.
But behind the mirror shades, I roll my eyes super hard, and
You don't need to roll your eyes like that.
you can't see behind the shades.
Yes,
He can.
Yes, he can.
He can.
He's 90.
Okay.
He's like 97% machine.
Okay, it's fine. Whatever.
He has like X-ray vision. He's actually examining your skeleton right now.
Okay. I see that you're. I see that you seem to have.
He has
a
like
lot of
6
interest
sets of
in me.
eyes.
Okay. Anyway, all right. Where's the
So, I
laptop?
mean,
These are
right
very,
there.
very. These are very important messages. Do you mind if I take it with me? back to my
That's up
10.
to you. You notice as he blinks his eyes, there's eyes on the laptop that also blink.
Okay. Is there an open chair near?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just sit down with the laptop. And I'll start. Can I interface that with my agent and do it that way?
Yeah, there's cord right there next to it.
All right,
Or if you want wirelessly do it, it's right there too.
I'll take the method that is the fastest way to transfer.
All right. So you
I'll
go ahead and
spend
transfer it on there.
I'll spend time doing all that. These are all like emails that are sitting in my outbox that haven't been sent. Performance review for Hiram. HR requisition request. Just general diary of events taking place over the last few days since we arrived, and things that took place on the train, outcome of the contract, all the stuff, like basically just keeping Mom up to date on everything that's happened.
Okay. So Harlan, I found something that you might want to look at. There's a bullet to slug adapter that they came out with. So you can actually put other rounds in your shotgun. I was looking for the ammo for Zid's gun.
Which book is this?
DLC, Black Chrome Plus.
Alright.
But yeah, I heard you say that you got the stuff that you needed to sent out. Did you include your employee request?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, if we got a week, it takes like what, 5 days to get therapy?
Yeah, we got to have a technician and the appropriate drugs to do that for that. The med tech. Yeah, the med tech has it, but he has to have the drugs to do it, which
The drugs are needed.
Right now.
Yeah.
Does the camp have drugs?
Not those kind.
Does the River Dock have drugs?
They can probably get some, but it'll take a bit to get them. So if you guys wanted to spend like a week and a half here, you could probably do some therapy.
Can the River Dock make them?
Not those ones necessarily. I don't think that's on the list of you can manufacture, but I'd have to look. Right now I'm trying to find the other stuff you guys asked for.
Was that Black Chrome Plus book that you're talking about? That was in the that bundle, wasn't it?
I don't know if Black Chrome Plus was. Black Chrome
Yeah. Black Chrome is. I don't have
Black Chrome Plus is a free DLC on their site.
No.
If you go to the compendium, you can see it there. That's where I found it.
Okay. Awesome.
Well, I was looking for Matt's stuff.
I will have to check that out.
So I was trying to remember where his ammo was.
So, Harlan, like if you go into like if you go into Foundry and you click on like the compendium area, and you go to Cyberpunk Red DLC, Black Chrome Plus is the first.
Awesome.
one down through that.
Yep, I'll get it.
It's got a lock on it. I don't know if that matters.
This is which one had the Steyr? Is it wood chippers? No.
Oh, if you're tired, you can go to bed, buddy. Insomnia is a bitch.
Oh, just yawning, dude.
Yes, Steinmer. Dude, I am trying to remember where I found that gun. This is funny. M2 round.
Steinmeier?
Oh, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Meaning you found it before the Humble Bundle was available, so you had it in something already.
Yeah. Do we need to get a kill count display for Fezzik?
No, we need a human toothpaste tube display.
Some of the stuff they've come out with for this, like, and they have these DLCs for free, which is crazy.
I think that maybe dismemberments. Dismemberment counter.
I mean, that's almost as common as death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my human shield lost an arm and a leg.
Hey, how many legs did I blow off with that one shotgun blast that I did on those fuckers in that one car?
Oh, like 3?
I just like 3.
You know, he blew off 2 arms and the legs of the guy I was holding.
Oh, right. It was 2 arms and the leg.
Yeah, but the guy's legs were basically dangling there, so you would have blown them off basically from the kneecaps down. It would have been just stuck.
I am
Single
not
shot.
finding Zid's rifle. That is funny. Oh, I can search. I forgot. we had that.
One? I want to say that was in Black Crow.
It's the Steinmeier assault rifle or something like that. It's an armor-piercing
Yeah.
assault rifle that instead of using regular heavy weapons, what was it? Instead of using shoulder arms, it used heavy weapons as the weapon type that it is for an assault rifle.
Until the arm got blown off.
Well, yeah, once his arm got blown off, two-handed weapons.
Oh, that
weren't
is the
very useful.
MO2 rounds. Okay, I found it. It just doesn't have the name Sternmeyer on it in the compendium. And that's what I was looking for.
Oh, hey guys. Unfortunately, I am actually going to have to drop. I just got a text from my mom saying she locked herself out of her car.
Go.
Oh, God.
We'll see you next week,
I gotta
man.
take her spare key to go let her in. I will be back. It's probably gonna. I may not be back yet tonight. As far as that goes, it's probably gonna take me half an hour.
At this rate, we're probably going to call it by that point. It's all good, man. We get it.
All right.
Be safe.
Appreciate it. I'll see y'all later.
See ya.
All right, so I gave Zid a few more rounds. Is that something else you guys mentioned you wanted? Is there anything else that you'd want to shop for? If it seems reasonable, I'll probably have them have it. And Sean, you're welcome to ask questions too if you have any questions.
Yeah, no worries. I'm just kind of reading and absorbing.
Oh yeah, that's why I was just telling you if you have questions, just want to make sure you knew to ask. But yeah, there's a lot, and I figured it'll take some time. So. Should I pull anything off Blackstone?
All of his cyberware.
All of his what?
Cyberware.
Okay. I will put it in the stash.
And all of his armor and basically just leave his corpse. Loot him, for lack of a better term.
Anything
Handheld
else?
Tear gas dispenser.
There's some fun stuff.
Yeah. There's definitely stuff that I want to. There's definitely some cyberware that I want to get. I'm trying to figure out what it is. I mean, the core cyberware for, I mean, does most of the stuff that I wanted to do that I want Boss to do. Like, like amplified hearing, or like a shield, like the cyber arm with a shield on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the image enhance would be nice.
All right. Blackstone now has all the stuff removed. So I went ahead and loaded everything into the stash. So the stash has all of that now.
Nice.
Which I made the stash. You guys all have access to that.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't need the junker van. So I'm going to do some cleanup. All right. So you guys currently have 30 units of food, 1 spare unit of fuel, and 50 units of water.
I don't have any cyber eyes, do I? I don't.
You mean by you mean Boss?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Boss does not. Boss has fashion wear and cyber audio.
Yep. I was looking at the Chiron so that I could see like video messages and read text messages without audio.
Right. Is there anything else that you can think of that you want the group to have, Malkov?
Say again?
Is there anything you can think of that you want the group to have for supplies?
Smoke grenades.
Smoke grenades?
Yeah, because I can see through it.
Better sleep grenades.
No, because smoke grenades get, I think, contact out.
Yeah, you can see through them. Yep.
That does not look comfortable.
I mean,
His neck
Oh,
is
wow.
gonna hurt when he wakes up.
Yeah.
Sean, can you hear us?
he's asleep.
Yep.
It's all good. Did
Yeah.
the same thing when like yesterday whenever we were on our way down. Yeah, I didn't sleep well the night before, and I took like a 30-minute nap, and I pretty much slept the same way. All good.
I feel bad for him.
Insomnia sucks. But yeah, if we're okay, I'm probably gonna head out too.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get your guys' list and deal with all the bookkeeping stuff that we have to do sometimes. Now's the time to do it because we're at a bit of a lull. We need to get some info from Matt. I don't want to push a lot forward with Nuts gone as well.
No.
I'm just trying to deal with all that bookkeeping stuff of trying to make sure you guys have a chance to get what you want instead of taking up a session next time to do that. Why don't we do it now, right?
And like that's well, the reason why I was mentioning that that cyberware that I was mentioning where was it? But I have to have all that stuff installed. Like the two cyber eyes that came from Blackstone. I'd like to have those.
Keep in mind.
They can have the armor tools.
Keep in mind, RP wise, would the group agree that you should have his eyes?
That's fair. I understand.
You wouldn't even know about him, honestly. Boss wouldn't even know.
No, he wouldn't.
I mean, not unless they told me. Like, hey, we got these two eyes. There's my one.
And I don't think Stitcher or Harlan would have any reason to tell you. Feather sure as hell isn't gonna. I don't even know about him.
I mean, like, who else is gonna use them? Like, are they really just gonna sell them instead of? I mean, hell, I'll buy them.
They might keep them. If you want to buy them, that'd be a different story. Then they probably would. I'm trying to think realistically, RP wise, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Hey, Lynn.
I mean, like the only. So, I mean, my angle is I just don't want them to go to waste.
Yeah.
They're good Kiroshi eyes. I mean, they have. I mean, so like they come with they have the anti-dazzle already, or he has it already. Like in the let's see, where's the stash?
So there's a DLC that you can download off Artel Saurian. Cargo containers and cube hotels. That will allow you to start looking at and thinking about what sort of housing requests you want to put in with the nomads.
Okay.
Keep in mind, that doesn't mean you can go with the fancy corpo apartments, obviously. It needs to be something more basic.
Yeah, it's probably gonna have to be like.
Not boss, of course, but the rest of the group.
Yeah, of course.
Boss is covered.
He really is. Hiram's covered as well.
Yeah, and I'll just be happy with a cargo container with some mattresses in it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
That's
decide kind of
all I need.
what you guys are thinking. We're doing pretty good.
To lie down and sleep. That's
Right.
not going to make me, have bad rest.
Yeah. But you guys can take a look at that, kind of see what you guys think, what you want to consider with it. There are some home accessories that can be added as well. So just take a look and see kind of what you're thinking, what you feel, and we'll get that in place.
Sounds good.
You guys get tonight, City.
Yep. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate everybody coming tonight.
Indeed.
And I know that we're in a lull, but like we're closing on the end of chapter 2.
Yeah.
This has been a long chapter.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing to you?
That's a good thing. I like it. That's what she said.
They've all actually fallen within the parameters that I had wished so far.
So what session was this for chapter 2?
25.
Really?
Yep.
First chapter was the same, right? First chapter was 25.
I think the first one was like 22 or something. Double check.
Yeah, we started on these characters on 22.
Maybe I thought that the second chapter was short until we got to the combat tree. The combat tree took 10 sessions. That's fine. I'm very,
The
very
first
happy with how
couple
chapter-
sessions were really slow moving because we were still trying to figure out what we were going to do.
Yeah.
And then
So let me look
I just
here.
kept wrecking the truck.
This is episode 44 total. No, 45 total.
Okay,
because it was that, and it's there. Let me see. Session that includes session 0. So session 1 or chapter 1 had 20 sessions.
Okay.
And then there is the epilogue,
Including 0
chapter
or
1
no?
epilogue. No, excluding 0. And then, so if you include the epilogue and session 0, it'd be 22 total. Chapter 2 now has 25 as of tonight. This is session 25. And I kind of was shooting for the ballpark between 20 and 30-ish sessions per chapter. And I figured breaking them into chapters kind of made sense.
I mean, that's a good 60-hour chapter.
So it might go a little more than 30 for chapter 3, but that's also because chapter 3 is kind of, you know, just a little chapter.
I mean, it's Night City for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Chapter 3 is Night City, so it's definitely a bit more.
Is there anybody in the Nobita camp that's wearing a bandolier for grenades?
That's wearing a bandolier for grenades?
Yeah, you know how you can hang grenades off a bandolier across your chest?
I don't know if they'd be. I don't think they'd be wearing that in the camp.
Well, I mean, at any point, like people coming and going during that week.
Probably someone would have something like that.
When I see that, I'll probably. Well, we'll wait till Mixed is back, because I'm probably going to go up to Harlan and be like, "Want boomrock thingy?" And he's going to say, "What boomrock thingy?" And then I'm going to go grab the guy and drag him over to Harlan and show him.
Okay. Yeah, I want to RP that because it'd be hilarious.
Well, if only Blackstone was still alive, he could probably build it.
Get necromancy.
It's all good.
Don't be on the front line when you're almost dead and grenades are going off.
All right.
Don't fail your death save. On the initiative segment, immediately following you getting knocked down.
Right.
With no chance for anyone to intervene. It was just like a perfect storm.
So, Stitcher does have your guys' Militech Boombuster. Do you want me to leave him with that, or would you like to ask him for it when he parts with the group?
I mean, was it his, or?
No, that was found on the combat train, and you guys gave it to him.
Yeah, he found it on the combat train.
On the combat train. And since it was picked up on the combat train is why I'm asking you. That's the only piece that I'm asking you.
Kind of like metagaming it from a player perspective. Like, if the characters at the time gave it to him, it's his.
Didn't?
Okay.
No, they didn't.
Then it's his.
Found it.
Yeah, I think I would think it would be his. I mean, from
Okay.
any character point of view, I'm oblivious. Couldn't care less.
Well, sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was just gonna trade him. I was gonna trade.
Trade what?
I was gonna give him my Avenger for that.
It's a very heavy
'Cause
pistol.
Okay. I get it. The reason why I liked the Avengers because it can be concealed. And I'm pretty sure that Boombuster can't be.
Yeah, you can't do rate of fire 2 with very heavy.
Yeah, that's fine.
Very heavy is 1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I mean the Malorian was a 1, so it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm technically used to only having 1 shot, but it's all good.
So the Black Chrome did come out with some additional weapons and stuff as well.
Now, if for some, one thing that I'm trying to do is trying to build that relationship with Zid as much as I can without being like too nice. That maybe I can get the Malorian from from Zed if he happens to. If it hurts too much for him to have it.
Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen.
Right? A BMG 500. Exotic Russian assault rifle with a 500 round magazine. Requires body 11 unless mounted.
So Pheasant can use it.
Yep.
Has a rate of fire 1.
But Pheasant also has an 8 in shoulder arms total from his reflexes.
Yeah, I mean he'll have to like level that up.
Yeah. Which it is a shoulder arm. Or no, it's heavy weapon.
Oh, heavy.
So never mind, it's even better.
Might be.
Times
Might be
2,
better, yeah.
real expensive.
Yeah. So heavy weapon, that'd be kind of what your new med tech wants, right? She'll just like lay down the fire.
I was gonna say, oh damn, what's that game? The girl that has the big ass gun. Oh fuck.
Oh man.
Damn it.
That's just gonna be like
that was a
wrong.
character in Edge Runner. The Edge Runner cartoon had a character, Rebecca.
Yep.
I should watch that, but no, this was
Oh, you haven't seen it? It's amazing.
I know I should watch it.
You should really watch it. It's so good.
Maybe I'm thinking about League of Legends.
Variable assault rifle.
Oh,
It can use railgun mode.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking about. Or the
Yep.
the Rocket Girl, whatever, or is it? It's not Jinx. It's
Yeah, Jinx is the one that does explosives too.
Okay, yeah, I think that is her then.
She's from Arcane. She's one of the characters in Arcane.
Yep. I
It's
should watch
also an
that too.
amazing show.
I should watch that.
Probably one of the best animated shows I've ever seen. Here's
Oh,
the
that's
Steinmeier
interesting.
Assault.
Here's a hybrid, excellent, very heavy pistol and heavy SMG in one.
That sounds like
Interesting.
something Hiram would like.
But well, no, Harlan would like this: the Hades multi-purpose assault shotgun.
My driver.
Holds 16 rounds. Exotic shotgun.
Can that that hybrid pistol SMG can that be concealed?
Can what?
The hybrid SMG that you were talking about. Can that be
What about it?
concealed?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Very few
No.
two-handed
Yeah.
weapons can be concealed.
Most
Very few.
things can't be concealed.
Yeah, it's like it's
Most
not
weapons are
basically
not
heavy
concealable.
pistols. Basically, heavy
Yeah.
pistols and lighter.
So my Nova Arms City Hunter is a concealable heavy pistol.
Oh. There's a different version of Zid's assault rifle that has an underslung grenade launcher, underbarrel grenade launcher.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. The Steinmeier MO4 variable assault.
Mm-hmm. I don't think his is the variable assault. Yeah, his isn't the variable assault. His is just the MO2 heavy rifle.
Yeah, the MO4 is got it's both in one.
Mm-hmm.
Although his is like a 66 rifle, right?
No, his is a 5d6 rifle.
Oh,
It has
okay.
armor piercing, rate of fire 1. But it uses heavy weapons, which is part of why he likes it, is because it's a heavy
Lines up with his grenade
weapon.
launcher.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so here, exotic heavy pistol. Concealable? No. Actually, this one is. That's odd.
Yeah.
Heavy users,
What?
very heavy users.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some heavies that are, some heavies aren't. But anything heavier than heavy pistol is not.
I picked the City Hunter specifically because it was a concealable heavy pistol with a damage of 3d6. And a +1 to attack.
Monowire, one-handed exotic heavy melee weapon. There you go.
Oh, the mini Gat is a concealable SMG.
Where'd you see that one?
It's in branded weapons under core. It's only got 2d6 and a rate of fire of 1, but still, concealable SMGs are.
Yeah.
What's its multiplier, max? Is it still 3?
SMG 3.
And
All
then,
SMGs are 3.
10, the Minami 10 is also a concealable SMG.
Damage 2d6. Rate of fire 1.
Mark 3 is a concealable heavy pistol.
Okay. Well, they made more concealable than they did originally. Cool.
Magnum, same thing. Except that this one jams. I don't like ones that jam. I hate the ones that jam, actually.
Cool. There's so many weapons. Like, I'm still trying to get through
There are. There's a
all the different weapons because there's so much.
I don't
That's
know
where
if
it's
anybody's
like-
put together any melee weapons that are like require body 11 or higher and do more than just the 46.
Well, I think that's intentional.
Probably.
Tomcat, as long as you have ammo, you can keep shooting your bow. You reload as part of the action.
That's
It's a
fucking
46. Yeah. That's the thing with bows and crossbows is, well, bows, I don't think crossbows do. You reload them as part of the action to attack.
Oh, you mean the caster?
Tomcat.
Okay.
It's,
No,
well-
no. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. not
and it's the
bad,
same thing.
just not
It's the same thing with crossbows as well. So like the Scorpion, you reload as part of the action. So they're not bad. They just don't have the best range, and their ammo's a little bit more.
What's the range?
Don't remember. It's not terrible, but it's not great. Bows and crossbows are going from 0 to 6, 7 to 12, 13, 25, etc., right? It goes 15, 13, 15, 17, 20, 22. So close up and pistol range, 0 to 6, is actually harder to hit. They have a very close to the same to hit band as SMGs. So 0 to 25 yards, you'd be 15 or lower to hit.
Oh, that's really good. Pardon me.
Assault rifles get their DV-13 at 26 yards. So from 13 yards to 100 yards is the DV 15 or lower for assault rifles. Of course, you could always go with a rocket launcher if you want to have fun. sure nothing bad would ever happen.
No, thank you. I don't trust your dice.
Anything else interesting for you, Malkoff?
No, mainly just going to be worried about therapy so that I can get more cyberware. I want to get eventually a cyber audio suite so I can get level dampener. Go with the
You can kill Boss and take it from him.
and then bandolier smoke grenade sounds like a really good idea. Because I can see through them with the IR or the UV on my cyber eyes.
Well, I mean, Boss was looking for some cyber eyes. He might try to take yours.
He can try. It will probably end poorly for him.
Yeah, I can see how a sniper in this game would be crazy, though. The sniper rifle has the DV-15 at 51 yards to 100 yards is a 15 to hit. Which means if you stay out 100 yards, most people are going to have higher than a 15 to hit you. An assault rifle can have 15 to hit you. But everything else is going to be like 20 plus to hit.
Yeah,
which means if you
sniper rifle's deadly. 60
yeah,
is deadly.
yeah, 5 or 6 D6. This one is 5. I'm pretty sure I saw a 66 for sniper somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, dude, if you can set the encounter area and draw them into it and just have some solos snipers, it's just going to be brutal as they use their, you know, to hit ability to increase their chance, right? And just boom.
Well, a high quality gun, you get +1. You can get +3 from solo's ability if they're high enough. Solo rank,
Yeah.
it'd be 9. And then if you take extra time for your shot, you get another +1. So you're looking at a +5 right there.
Mm-hmm.
With a base, you know, easily at 15 or 16 by that point.
Right.
I mean, you basically never miss.
And that's the thing. You could do an aim shot then with it, right? At a 15.
You'd be worried about would be them dodging.
Right. But would they be able to dodge if they didn't know it was coming? And what that does is, oh yeah, then it's splat. Because that means it's punching through the armor. You're hitting them in the head, so that's extra damage. Anything that gets through is doubled. And you're doing the extra damage. You could...
And it's an average of 21 that you'd roll on 66.
Yeah.
So
There's a
10 goes
good...
to, light armor jack. That's 20 damage plus if you get a crit.
Right.
But 20 damage right to the head. I mean,
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Like, you do an aim shot to the head, and you could probably just take a person straight out one shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pop them out.
Even someone who's decently strength.
Yep.
Most people in the party here would have a hard time surviving a sniper round to the dome like that.
Oh, I guarantee you that the boss would not survive.
And that's not even including any special ammo that you could slap in that thing. Because you could do armor-piercing round to help ensure that, you know...
armor-piercing knock the armor in half first?
No. Armor piercing abates the armor by 2.
2 ablation.
So if you have to fire a second shot, their armor is going to be, gone. You do have expansive, which means if you roll for an object, they get an extra crit effect as well. There's incendiary, which if damage is dealt, they ignite and take 2 damage at the end of their turn until they put out the flames. Of course, if you really want to have fun, you can do smart rounds.
Oh, smart.
And if you have a scope with cyberware, if you miss the single attack by 4 or less, roll a second attack. Assume the same DV, and you roll a D10 plus 10, not the normal stats. You can add luck. However, the target can dodge the second roll as normal, if able to do so.
Dart gun Cyberfinger.
But the what?
There's a dart gun Cyberfinger.
Yeah.
There's a dart gun Cyber Eye. There's one for your eyes.
So you can literally do finger pistols at people and kill them. Pew!
There's also I don't know what it's called, but there's the snake you can have out of your throat.
Cyber Snake.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some crazy.
It's concealable
Crazy cyberware.
heavy weapon.
Then you have the vampire teeth. You got the
So
various levels.
they have combat tail. They have fire breath.
Lots of stuff.
There's a heuristic health monitor, which actually allows you to look down and see what your health is. You actually have a health readout, so you literally have an HP reader. It's just silly.
I mean, some of the stuff just makes it like stupid easy.
Yeah. Reflex coprocessor negates reflex requirement to dodge bullets.
That's insane. How much is it?
So you can always get cyberware that allows you to dodge bullets.
Yeah, is it pretty expensive?
500 eddies.
That's expensive.
So
Yeah, it's literally expensive.
Yeah.
yeah,
Because
it's
1,000 is very expensive.
not bad. Yep.
5,000 is luxury, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can get sponsored coverings for your cyber arms and legs, which allow you to have corporate sponsorship constantly displaying on them. And you get to earn 20 eddies a month
20 eddies a month.
That's it?
for light ups advertisement. Well, I'm telling you the guys this because if you see a guy in Night City who's chromed up and he's 2 arms and 2 legs are all flashing ads, you know why. Because he needs the money to survive.
So,
All your money for sponsorship.
So yeah, it allows you to do that. It's 20 eddies for each. 20 eddies a month.
But you don't have to pay for the arm, right? They pay you to put it in.
Well, I mean, you have to have the cyber arm. It's basically a mod that adds onto the cyber arm.
Add to it. It's like those car wraps that people put on their cars.
Mm-hmm.
Except it's a hologram display. So if you've seen Cyberpunk 2077, right? You go down the street, they have like the hologram, koi fish swimming around or advertisements pop up, right? That's the style that it would be.
You're walking around with an advertisement around you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a walking
Nicola!
And also probably despised by 99% of humanity.
Gotta eat.
I mean, I don't know that 40 eddies a month pays for food.
Well, it's 20 per. So that would 20 per means if you did all 4, you would have 80 eddies a month.
But you'd be just this walking noise machine. Nobody would want you anywhere near them.
80 eddies a month, dude. So if we look at...
It's going to be replacing your job because nobody's going to fucking hire a person walking around displaying advertising all the time.
That's the thing you got to worry about, right? We go to gear. I wanted to look at what food costs were. Kibble pack costs 10.
I mean, yeah.
So you would be able to get... Yeah, that's a single meal.
8 meals of food.
You could get 8 days of food.
A month.
That's bad.
A month for advertising.
It's a terrible rate. That is a terrible rate. You literally can't even survive off of it for food. Much less rent. And where are you going to get more money? Because nobody's going to let you in their business to pay you to do anything. You're screwed. You put one of those on, you're screwed by anybody other than the person advertising it. I mean, maybe they give you a job, but probably not.
That's the thing. Isn't it fun?
It's a terrible decision.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to have ARM be 12. So for now, we'll have broken arm be replace that. I'm going to move the things around. Disembodied hand will be 11.
The foot and leg for 1 and 2, or 2 and 3, I mean.
Yeah. They actually don't have foot removal.
Okay.
Just no leg.
Well, it should definitely be 2 then.
All right, so I'm going to just roll and see.
It's what, 2? You said it's 2d6?
There we go. 2d6, yeah.
So the like 6 and 7 are the most likely to come up, right?
What happened to 12?
Because so 6 and 7 have the most combinations, right?
Oh, they shifted it. No.
7's the most common. 6 and 8
Yeah.
are the second most common.
Okay.
Oh,
Then
I see what it did. So what it did is it took off the 2d6, and the program just made it be a d11. So they're all equal probability.
that's weird.
I think I like the 2d6 that they had it as, that it was supposed to be better. Because then you can have the other things be outliers.
Yeah, I mean, so
That's weird that you were getting. When did we roll that? You got an 8, I think it was at one point, and it was dismembered. That's not on the chart. The chart only has dismembered leg at 12, and it has dismembered arm at 2 and dismembered hand at 3. That's the only dismembered on the chart. It's already set up that way. Foreign object is 7, broken leg is 8.
Oh, okay. Where is that chart?
Page 221.
Thank you.
honestly, if that's the way that it's set up,
using the wrong chart.
we were just rolling really like.
No. It's in the game. In the game, it had the chart set up wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not. That is wrong. I didn't have the chart correct on the roll table because it got messed up somehow at some point.
But yeah, if you copy
So that's why I
231,
was
it's already got the distribution set correctly.
Yes, that's why I was asking for it.
Yeah.
And you can see how they have disembodied hand and arm a lot lower on the list than what we were having it at.
Yeah.
All right, so
the dismembers are on 2, 3, and 12. Yeah.
arm is 2.
Yeah. Hand is 3. Leg is 12.
2. Hand is 3. Leg is 12.
Most likely. Object, rather.
What's 4?
4 is collapsed lung.
Collapsed lung is currently 4. Okay, next.
5 is broken ribs.
Broken rib is 5. Okay, thank you. Next.
6 is broken arm.
Broken arm is 6. Okay.
7 is
that's
foreign
broken
object.
leg. Foreign object is 7.
Broken leg is 8.
Broken leg is 8.
9's torn muscle.
There's torn muscle. So that torn muscle is what? 9?
9.
Okay.
10 is spinal injury.
Yep.
And 11 is crushed fingers.
Crushed fingers is 11.
Yep. And then 12 is dismembered leg.
Okay. That is now updated.
Cool.
So now when we roll,
It'll make a lot more sense all of a sudden.
the most common one is going to be that. Which you should. Just somehow the calculations got messed up. That wasn't their fault, that was ours. Something happened and it redistributed and calculated. So we're good now. I'm glad we got that fixed.
I wonder what it would be like if it was 3d4 instead of 2d6.
Let's go with head. Make sure those are good. You want to just run down the list with me on those?
Yep. So 2
just
is
easier
lost
if you.
eye.
Okay, broken jaw is 2. Okay, so this is wrong. All right, so we need to reset this. All right, so you said 2 is what?
Lost eye.
Lost eye. It's 2. Mm-hmm.
3 is brain injury.
Brain injury, which is currently 12, but we're fixing it to 2. Okay.
3.
3. Yes, 3. Brain injury 3.
4 is damaged eye.
Or damaged eye. Okay.
5 is concussion.
Concussion. Okay.
6 is broken jaw.
Broken jaw. Okay.
7 is foreign object.
Foreign object. Okay.
8 is whiplash.
Whiplash. 8. Okay.
9 is cracked skull.
9. Cracked skull. There's cracked skull. Okay.
10 is damaged ear.
Damaged ear. There it is. 10.
11 is crushed windpipe.
Crushed windpipe. That just sounds delightful. Okay.
12 is lost ear.
Lost ear. Thank you for your help getting those fixed.
Yep.
Now, you'll most likely get foreign objects instead of worse things. Which also...
dismemberments.
Yeah, right? Yeah, there's a reason we're getting so many dismemberments. And I was like, why? Now we know. Because it wasn't set up right. But now that also means that the expansion ammo has more value, because it means if you get the foreign object, the most probable one, you get an additional one. So you get to roll again and give them 2. So if you're a sniper and you hit them and get the crit, like we were talking about, you can actually wind up giving them an additional with expansion ammo. It definitely makes the expansion ammo have more value now.
Yeah, well, I mean, and if you hit them in the head and crack the skull, further crits against their head get a ×3 multiplier instead of 2.
So that means with expansion ammo, you have a better chance of getting that because you have 2 rolls on the crit table.
Right.
If you don't get it the first time.
But if you do get it the first time, and then your second crit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, so there you go. Right? Wasn't for an object. We got 6. Still within the, realm of probability. So apparently it doesn't like 7 for head injuries. But we got the correct distribution now, so at least we're in a much better place than we were. So, cool. Well, thank you, gents. Thank you all so much for being here. Be sure to tune in next week for more fun. Till next time, as always, enjoy the story. We'll see you guys next time.